Uh-oh. Ah, there it is. Evening, friends. Sunday night. Got a fresh cup of coffee. It's time for some Battle Brothers. Load, not test subjects, war pigs. I'm trying to remember where we were at. So we've got the destroy locations beset by undead ambition. We're still running 5 up front, 7 at the back. I think the logic, well, my thinking behind that is that I've got a couple lads here, like Jacob, like Mizuma, like other Jacob. Hang on, I've got 2 Jacobs. That ain't right. Who was next? Griff was next. So I've got to turn one of these Jacobs into a Griff. Griff, welcome. So as I was saying, I've got a couple of lads here in Jacob and Griff who I want to get on the front lines and make it the standard 7 up front, 5 at the back. But I don't, they're not heavy enough, heavily armored enough, I don't think. Yeah, the armor is, and their levels are a bit low. look at Mizuma. He's missing a nose and an ear. Oh, that's brutal. Well, I mean, you're a monk, so obviously that celibacy of yours isn't going to change anytime soon. Hang on, I got no game sound coming through. There you go. Game sound coming through. Test. It's a little bit loud. Anyways. So yeah, I think for the time being at least, let's keep the 5 up front and the 7 at the back. I also think that the fact, look at the weapons. We've got pikes. 60 to 80 damage with a plus 10 to hit. Whereas if potentially they were using flails without the extra plus 10 to hit. This feels like a more defensive setup. Which allows us to tank with the front guys, keep their shields up. Have the backline boys, you know, break through shields. Allow these guys to smash them then if they need to. Yes, and then this is why I gave everybody up front this kind of setup. I want them to be prepared for, if it's undead, go to the spears. If it's raiders, go to the flails. We don't know what's in this ruin. I think I can probably improve the formation a little bit by changing Griff to carrying nets. Same story with Mizuma. I don't see when particularly I'm gonna get a use for having them using their shields and swords. Martin, I'll tell you what, so why doesn't Martin and Albinoku go in with wooden sticks, and then if they need to stun lock someone, they can do so. Excuse me. Okay. Also, ranged skill wise, 41, 48. Evening Stubbs, Michael Stubbs, what up, dude? At some point, actually, with the Albinoku, I've got to make a decision with Martin the Worst, my banner boy, and Albinoku, whether I'm going to make them crossbow users or not. I kind of feel like I should, because on my test subjects, which is my offline testing group. Thank you, Bosco. Bring out your dad. Oh, hang on. It's night time. Do I want to be fighting at night? I probably do. I've only got one other archer, who is Riban. Oh god, hang on. Riban is the main archer. He needs to be wearing that. Okay, so Brelbart, you can always go to your pike. I think we'd take it night. We've only got these crappy little short bows. We've been a little bit unlucky in what we've been fighting. So we've got 10 raiders here, it looks like. Or it's going to be a mix of raiders and probably some marksmen behind them, I would think. Do we fight this? Even JH. I'm thinking we just walk away and leave this so I can come back. I mean, first of all, I don't think that we have a... Fuck it, we're fighting it. Be brave, boys, be brave. We don't have a falcon. So we can't just launch the Falcon and see exactly what we're up against. Even in Raban, you have missed exactly 5 minutes of play, and so far I have started moving my boys forward a little bit. And the first few minutes of gameplay, I realized I didn't have game sound, so as always, hashtag production value. Anyway, what was I saying? We don't have a Falcon, so we can't just do some scouting and see exactly what we're up against, but there's 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're going to find 6 raiders and 4 marksmen most likely, which I think is fine because it's nighttime. Here we go. We got 1, 2 marksmen. It's nighttime. If we maintain shield wall, I reckon we can outshoot these guys just with Raban alone. So what I was saying, yeah, it's a little odd that we're 40 odd days in and we don't have even hunting bows on my archers. I mean, I would think normally by now we would have had some hunting bows, but it hasn't turned out to work. It hasn't worked out that way. Okay, so now Jacob, you should actually have been in the middle of this formation, but see, this is the downside of having this 5 up front, 7 at the back situation. I didn't want to put Albinoku out on the side like that. Okay, if they're coming towards us, that kind of forces our hand. The OG Lord, thank you for the follow. I could have sworn you followed already. Anyways, so I can't get Jacob into a spot where he can break shield, but this allows us to sort of change the formation a little bit. Throwing toothpicks, perfect. What sucks is we're not going to be able to get people into contact with the marksman anytime soon. Behemoth Black, how are you? I think we'll just move 1 down and maintain the shield wall. See, kind of gotta go here, and I kind of think I need to put Martin the Worst there. Okay, that won't be so bad. So we'll put Mizuma there, Martin the Worst. So I can't put Martin the Worst into that spot because then he's got an unobstructed shot coming at him. Okay, so Martin the Worst goes there, Mizuma goes there, which means Brelbart is here, which puts Jacob there. These boys are going to attack before our front line. But seeing as I'm going to move these guys up, there's no point in using shield wall here, because if the front line puts their shields up, this nerd will just attack the back line anyway, so might as well have a go. Fuck yeah. Let's kill some bandit scum. Great hit. I do worry about these crossbowmen, but we're gonna have to hope for a bit of luck. Either in hitting him, or that his shots aren't gonna hit us. 22%. So one other thing that I've been testing with my offline boys, the test subjects, and that's worked remarkably well, is when I'm fighting against geists, you know the ghosts? My archers, I just target the ghosts with my archers, and it's only a 5% chance to hit, but between just dumb luck at 5%, ow, between that, ooh, and the way the scattering works of the archers, I'm able to hit the ghosts with my archers surprisingly often. It really, really surprised me. Okay, so 65%, 61, 65, good stabbing. So, Alvarin, Flail Specialist. You see, I didn't take holdouts, so now he's got minus. So Grey's Neck is only 1 point per turn. That's not so bad. Evening Wild Balance. Oh, that's almost an exposed shot. That is. Get him, Raban. Yes, Raban, good shooting. Ooh, Grey's Eye Socket. That's going to ruin his ranged attack value. That actually means I'm confident enough to move Mizuma up and get a stab in the face. In the face. Okay, now I think the northern side of the formation now can sort of move in here. Nice shield, nerd. Oh. So it's just starting to occur to me that most of the time I prefer 7 up front 5 at the back, but 7 up front, 5 at the back seems like that's the setup I should have once I have all the armor I want and once I've, you know, gotten everyone up to speed. But going 5 up front, 7 at the back seems to be a much safer and more reliable early game strategy, because there's so much more damage coming out of the backline weapons, and it's, you know, life is a bit safer on the backline. Damn it. Okay, he should miss. His accuracy is going to be minus 30% because it's at night, and minus 50% because of the grazed eye socket. So getting hit there would be very unlucky. Nice hit, Griff. It's a flail fight. Yes, Raban. God, I can't wait to get him a better bow. Start closing on this guy. This is quite risky, but he's breaking, so minus 20% to his skill. This fight is all but won now. I've just got to make sure we don't take any unnecessary losses. Nice. Get domed. You see what work these flail specialists are doing for us? I mean, obviously their usefulness is going to fall off quite hard once we start getting more powerful weapons, but for now, like, you know, up until I'd say day 90, when hopefully I would have full heavy armor and two-handed tier 3 weapons on everyone, the flails really seem to be king, especially against these raiders. I'd love to get my hands on his armor if at all possible. Flail him, boys. Hold your fire, hold your fire. Actually, Alvarin, we need someone to tape your wound up so you don't have that wound. Lovely. Remember, lads, that if you get, I think it's grazed neck and cut artery are the 2 wounds that you can treat in the field. And then, there you go. You don't suffer from it anymore. When a guy stands in front of an undead and my archer target the undead, I often kill the geist. Okay, well, because for me, like, if I have a geist with a zombie right in front of it, I'm targeting the geist. Because there's a 5% chance, hit chance anyway. But if I'm shooting at the zombie, it's going to be a higher chance to hit the zombie. But remember, I don't want it to hit the zombie. I suppose I should experiment with both. Whoopsie, I just pressed leave there without pressing loot. Which is why, if you're a freaking idiot like me, you have auto loot enabled. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't what we were looking for, but still nice. Good loot. Good loot. Yes, excellent. And not Brelbart. Let's see, Riban. I want to keep Riban in a good set of armor. Jellybelly, the Sword Raider. Oh god, 60 melee skill at level 5 is not great. Also, 33 resolve is pretty rubbish. Evening, Peter Rook. Yeah, it is pretty good loot, but honestly, that's pretty standard loot for fighting raiders. I think I might have to demote Jellybelly to a replacement status. Nah, we'll see what we can make of him. I think I want to start taking Backstabber on everybody. Backstabber is so good. Yes, I've done that a couple times, yeah. I mean, you might have seen it in some of my videos where if I'm fighting a large group of zombies, I will routinely, wherever possible, kill the zombie and then move forward, pick up its weapon. You essentially disarm the zombie. We'll put Mazuma up front just until Alvarin is healed up, excuse me. Ladder while balance. Wherever it's possible, you should definitely do so. keep stealing the zombies' weapons. So when they rise back up, they don't have a weapon. If you leave a shield on the zombie, it can come back with a shield, but it still just nibbles at you then, which is pretty harmless. 60 melee skill? Yeah, fine, we can give you a flail. All the flails up front here are really working for us. Thank you, Behemoth Black, you're very kind. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. I do get the feeling that this 5 up front, 7 at the back tactic that I'm using is... it has its time is limited. Besides, I really want to get more archers in. What are we saving for? I think really we're just saving for cash, general expenses, cash, and I want to get up to like 2,000-3,000, and I can start spending 1,000 gold at a time to try to recruit hunters, because archers-wise, we've got Riban, who's very promising. 67 at level 5 is okay. 61 at level 5 is not great. I mean, I need at least one bow maker because I want a legendary bow. So Brelbot Archer has been a bit tight with how much he eats. I always tell him eat up fool. Unfortunately, it pisses him off. But occasionally, I don't know what the percentage is, but if you do that, they can start gorging themselves. They no longer become Spartan, and it increases their resolve, which is what I want. I mean, perfect. This is exactly what we need. We're looking for locations beset by undead. If I can get 4 more of these rotten huts, I'll be very, very happy. So lots of Wiedergängers and some armored Wiedergängers. We don't need the flails. We just need to go to swords. Even if he is a flail expert. Although actually, a flail swing costs 10 fatigue. Same as a sword, but doesn't have the plus 10 to hit. Well, I don't have that many good swords. If you're already a flail expert, just stay with the flail, I suppose. Why not? Start all. You're a mace expert, so fine. Stay with the mace. Nazuma, you can go to your blade and flail. Duckios, what does that mean? I found a new gem. Bounty train. Oh, you mean a game called... a game, but by gem you mean game. Okay, right. Much ranged... We don't have that much ammunition. I'm thinking I might as well maybe put some of these crossbows to use, but with only like 40 odd accuracy, it doesn't really seem worth it. So this is probably a good mission just to give that other guy lots of Wiedergängers, some armored. Okay. This might be a good one to give Elendarian a mission, because he's going to start feeling useless in reserve. So you don't need the extra weight of the kite shield, so just go to a round shield. Well, I played a game this weekend at the LAN, which I thought was bloody great and I loved. It was called Overcooked, which sadly is only couch co-op. But Overcooked was great fun. Playing with my friends, it was fucking chaos. So in Overcooked, you can play between 1 to 4 people, ideally 4. And you play like, it's a little, almost like a twin stick shooter, it controls like that. And you have these little cartoon chefs, and you have to make orders and work together to like get the food chopped and prepared and put on the plates and sent out and wash the dishes, and it's chaos, but so much fun. Loved it. So I'm not seeing any armor worth capturing here. Just kill everything. Evening. Pretty terrible shooting there, boys. There's just a bunch of zombies walking at you. Like, how do you miss those is what I want to know. Can Thea be played on co-op? I've never played it co-op. Yeah, the spear's more accurate, but it's so little damage. I have, on occasion, been hit by this butcher's cleaver thing. and it'll go straight through this armor and give the person bleed, which I really don't want. That hand axe is pretty nasty as well. Hey, we hit something. A multi-prey. Not too much, Luca Wank. I've only been on for 20 minutes. You've missed my usual 4 or 5 minutes of faffing around with shitty production value, so nothing of import. So I think we got kind of lucky. I mean, we found this group of 16 zombies, and then there's a very similar group in the little hut. And this isn't particularly dangerous, and this is good XP. Oh, these pikes are amazing. Die. Damn it, Fredo. Yeah, if you can freaking hit anything. You know what? At this point, I don't think it's even worth spending arrows on my archers. It's just form up a good pike line and start stabbing these nerds. 2 villagers, 1 god. You can trade and change villages. Oh, that's pretty cool. I love their sound effects. Yeah, the 68, 73. Get him. Be brave, Jilly Belly. I know you're being surrounded. Worry not. He's got a stick. Watch out, boys. And stay down. Oh, come on. That's what I want to see. Pikes sticking into zombies. Nice damage per turn so far on the squad, and then he goes and misses. That was an 88%. Fuck's sake. You'll be fine, mate. You'll be fine. So Jacob, tell me, you're at level 2, so you don't have backstab yet. So look, this is 70% chance to hit, because he's getting +5 for each of these guys surrounding the target. So when you get backstabber, it turns each of these +5s into +10s, which would make this 70 and 85. I think, you know, that's a bloody great skill. What point do you start using two-handed swords? Does it depend on what armor you got. It's a bunch of those factors. Primarily, it's the armor that I've got and the weapon that I've got. Like sometimes, if I only have a warbrand, I might even stay with the one-handed weapon, because the warbrand is good, but it obviously doesn't compare to the claymore. Yeah, we need to reinforce up north here. God damn it, Brabant. I think I actually want Martin the Worst to switch to his stick and shield. I don't want him to be getting hit by that axe. What I wish we could do is get the event with the funeral, which has the great sword. Good hit, Jacob. Let's hope for some level ups here. Good dodging. Oh, the sound of that mace is also so satisfying. It's such a wonderfully deep thunk. Also, so if I'm going to start using a two-handed sword, I want the person who's using it, I want him to have a few skills. Primarily, he needs to have Battle Forged, because Battle Forged will do a lot to keep him alive. And of course, he needs decent armor. Well, I've had that before. It might actually have been the previous campaign where we got a great sword very early, but the person who was using it was still... We hadn't even had a proper set of armor yet. Ouch. And actually, I mean, if you don't have the good armor, it's not, you know... You can't just go wreck from day one, because your guy is very fragile. You gotta be very careful. Send him in naked. Let me guess, Sans, you've defeated multiple vampires on day one with naked troops. I'm sure you've done something ridiculous like that. Ah, come on. Dark Viridian, I think yes, unless there's a necromancer, but Hans would know. I suspect, yes, if you decapitate them, they don't get raised unless there's a necromancer casting the raise up spell. Oh, fucking Mazuma getting tagged up there. Yeah, that's what I thought. Natural resurrection, it prevents, but it doesn't prevent the spell casting resurrection. And then what can be quite amusing is you get an enemy with no head getting raised up, and if you've taken its weapon away, it uses bite, even though it doesn't have a head. Okay, a couple level ups there. Jacob, the replacement, level 3. Rolls a 2, we'll take that. Expect him to do some work on the front line, so melee defense. Gifted. +3, +4 is very nice. His hit points are too low. Gruff, +3, excellent. +4. Oh god, no, I gotta do that. We'll go with resolve. His fatigue's actually fine for now. It's up to 61. Oh, so this resolve, these farm boys don't have good resolve. I mean, let me tell you, that's encouraging. That I can leave his hit points alone now. Okay, so Mazuma, you got quite hurt on that fight. I could put Elveron up front there. Let's put Griff up front. We'll give Mazuma the day off. I think he's earned it. This is going to be a zombie fight, so let's see what I want here. I want that. And that. Let's see, 61 accuracy. Plenty of fatigue. Yeah, that's fine. Take a sword or a spear. I think a boar spear probably be good. Okay, boys, how's all the armor looking? It's looking okay. I think I'm just going to walk around in a circle for a bit until the armor is repaired. Camping out here is too dangerous. This is probably going to be a fight in a swamp. Just going to suck. But it's zombies, so I'm happy to fight it at night. I just want to make sure that everything is repaired before we get in that fight. 8 more, so at 48 it will be repaired. Bounty train is a mix of Rail Tycoon and FTL. Okay, yeah. Sounds cool, but I have to stop playing so many games. It's fucking crazy. Gotta focus on the ones I'm already playing. Why don't we go for a good old spear wall here? Except for my flail boys. Even in Picassus. Yeah, we'll go like this. Should be fine. And we can even try the tactic that we have against the Noctairs. Although only with the guys who have quick hands. Let's do that. But actually, no, that's not going to work now. Unless I give these two flail users spears as well. Let's go get them, lads. Ugh. Yes and no. So my intention was to go completely sugar-free. It's just so difficult. So I'm mostly sugar-free now. I've switched out regular sugar in my coffee for stevia, which I don't know if it helps or not. And then I think trying to go completely no sugar whatsoever at any point is just not going to work for me. I get cravings that are too bad. So I let myself just go wild with sugar on a Friday. So Fridays are my cheat day. And then if on a Wednesday or the rest of the time during the week I'm really craving some sugar, I can say, it's fine, I cannot have today, I just got to make it through the Friday. So the short answer is once a week. I go off the rails completely. God, I hate these swamps. They're the worst. Yeah, there is sugar in just about everything. That is true. But what I find helps a lot is don't go shopping when you're hungry, because you're much more likely to buy more junk. I mean, like natural sugars, like fruit sugars are fine, but it's the processed high fructose corn syrup, sorry. That's the shit that's so bad for you. That and trying to work out 5 days a week. It's tough though. Working full time, it's just, it sucks. Like when you're so tired and stressed out at work. Then, making sure I work out when I get home is the most difficult because I'm feeling so tired and so stressed out. But ironically, that's the time when working out is the most important, or where you benefit from it the most. Anyways. So I'm going to put my front line in a sort of a V formation here. I could back up all the way here, but it's going to take forever for these things to reach us here. Also, it's daytime, so I should actually switch to the bow on my other archer and just soften these boys up as they approach us. If more of the guys on the front line had quick hands, I would actually have handed those crossbows out and let the front row get some crossbow bolts shot off. God, look at how fatiguing it is. Running through this shit. Ugh. Disgusting. Okay, we're almost sorted now, at least. I'll put like that there. Healing man to jar. One eternity later. It's a Brelbart. Get your little short bow out. Movember, yeah. Every month is Movember for me. I have considered going for like a nice, 1970s porn star handlebar moustache, but that just looks revolting. For Movember, I don't grow the moustache. I'll make the donation, but I'm not going to bother growing a moustache. I feel like for most guys, half the fun of Movember is actually having a significant other and freaking her out by having the most disgusting moustache you possibly can. Absent that, it's not really a lot of fun. I've got to move this whole formation up a little bit, or at least Martin the worst needs to move up. So we'll put Jacob there, which puts Raban there, which puts Enderion there. Or I'll just put the front line in. I think probably putting the straight line is a better option, even if we're in murky water. I don't want a V formation. Like if I put someone here, he can be surrounded by 1, 2, 3, 4 zombies. Okay, we're in position, but everyone's exhausted. I need a caravan hand with a 4x4 wagon for this. I don't know what you mean by that. Good hit. God, I wish I had some proper bows and arrows. Hell, I might even spring for some hunting bows for these guys. Oh yeah, see, I thought you were a maiden. Someday, son, all of this will be yours. What, the curtains? Not the curtains. Everyone said I was daft for building my castle on a swamp. Oh god. I want to take the solid ground here, but then it's going to take like... They can move, I think, 1 square. It's just going to take too long. Fuck it, we'll do it live. My archers are going to have like 3 or 4 turns here just to keep shooting as they approach. Spin tires caravan. What are you guys on about? You need a caravan hand with a 4... Oh right, that's what you mean. A 4x4 wagon. Like, oh right, yes, I'm with you. All-terrain wagon. Some sort of mud shoes. Spin tires. I saw Arctic Fox was playing spin tires. That's like an off-roading game, isn't it? I don't even want to know. I don't want to know about more games. It's too many games. Don't even tell me. So I'd like to get my hands on his armor. You had the event with the Rock and the Mercenaries. They destroyed me. Rock and the Mercenaries? The Rock and the Mercenaries. Sinet, I'm not familiar with that event. Which event is that? I might have seen it, but not quite sure what you are meaning. Rock and the Mercenaries. The only event in this I can think of with a Rock. Oh, the Rock is the name of the leader. Rock and... Yeah, so hang on. So I think you're talking about... So you got attacked by a group of mercenaries. And their leader is called the Rock. I can't say... Yeah, because names are random. I can't say I've had that event then. Or what did they say to you? Did they try to arrest your thief or something like that? Because that's, as far as I know, the only reason you would be encountering a group of mercenaries. I've got to get some proper bows on my archers. But I suppose we'll get there. I mean, we're going to be hiring some hunters soon. One down, 15 to go. It actually kind of feels like putting down a spear wall is not going to be worth it. Just because it costs so much fatigue and they can't move that much, so they're only going to get stabbed once. Yeah, we've been unlucky. We're 40 days into the campaign and we've only got short bows. We haven't fought any of the marksmen with the hunting bows that dropped the hunting bows for us. Normally by now we would have had a few dropped for us. But it shouldn't be much longer that we're stuck with just hunting bows. Ugh! Yeah, 31 to go, unfortunately. You know what? Fuck it. Put this... Also, shooting these arrows costs money. And 30 to 50 as opposed to 60 to 80 is far superior. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Save your fatigue. So you go to a tomb, and in a tomb is a leather from the rock. You read it, and then they attack you, and they're so equipped for the time the quest is given. So when you say you go to a tomb, is this the tomb that you are given as a quest in the village, or was this just a random tomb on the map? Well, in any case, I don't think I haven't had an event like that. And on what day did it proc for you? Is it one of those missions where, like, the day 40? Okay, well, that could be unlucky. I mean, a lot of the missions are just random in terms of when they actually proc, so... Ugh. At least most of my boys have fast adaption, so... These missed shots shouldn't stack up too much. Shooting Brelbart. It's the Merc ambush mission. You get those if you're allied to the Dishonored house. Oh, right. Well, yeah, in short, no, I've not had that. Probably because it would be very uncommon for me to actually ally with the betrayed, with the evil house, because I tend to not do that. I tend to like allying with the good guys. Good hit, headshot. We should try get this one's armor, and that one's armor. God, can you imagine how horrible it must be fighting in a bog, like up to your waist in this slimy, stinky water? Ooh. Yeah, I agree, Randajar. Like, I mean, if I have a choice, that is pretty much what I would go for as well. But these days, and from recent experiences, I'll visit every town on the map, and then I'll take a look at what's distributed where. I'll prefer to ally with a house that has, you know, a good armorer and a good weaponsmith, because all that stuff is actually super important. And a Fletcher, because finding a city where you can buy tier 3 bows for a price that isn't going to completely ruin your bank account is pretty important too. Come on, boys. Look at this. All these stacks of fast adaption. That's what I want to see. Heads flying off. Which reminds me, that was one of the bonuses we had when we did the Viking run, which was all axes. In fights like this, very often you would get decapitations and you would have a lot less zombies rising up. But I remember ultimately our axes only run suffered from the fact that all your guys can break shields, which is great, but it takes a turn to break a shield. and costs a lot of fatigue. And all you've done is just, you've made your enemy easier to hit, but you've also buffed his damage. Doesn't exactly make things easier for you. Oh my god, will you guys stay down, please? I might as well flail this one in the head. I don't need that helmet he's wearing particularly. $18 to go. Come on, Jelly Betty. Darian, how many in a row have you missed? Like, unbelievable. Owie. I was gonna say just kill this one because it's got dented armor, so there's a chance we won't get the armor, but it's like 50% chance. But that's a nice helmet that has 140 armor for 1 less fatigue than this helmet, so we'll try to take it. Behemoth, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Camelot. It is a silly place. Yeah, Twitch is being a bit odd lately. I suspect that it's because I'm such a small streamer. So Twitch doesn't really give a shit. I suppose it's fair enough. These guys have just been missing this zombie every turn. What happens if you use the Twitch app? Because what, the app on your phone? Okay, I haven't found that to be the case, but fair enough. Finally, Elandarian hit something. Finally, zombies going down. Ugh, goodness sake. Oh yeah, the beta, yeah, that's not working at all. Well, maybe at all is a little unfair, but the beta isn't great, in my experience. Limited as it is, I'll have to admit. Yeah, apparently. Daggering is the way to go. If you ask Sir Lars Lanky Loins. Get stabbed. Well, I'm sure the beta will be pretty damn good once they iron out all the bugs. Make it look smoother and more reliable. That's the reliability that I would want from it. Oof, so close. Almost kill. Lads, no good. There it is. Everyone's exhausted. To be fair, this does look knackering, just fighting zombies up to your neck in mud. Sip. Evening. And I had the most horrible game as Seraph in Paragon earlier. So I got first pick, so I indicate Seraph in the off lane. And then we had someone marked to play support in 4 position, but then right at the last second he just changed to Aurora and then just came and sat in the off lane with me, and I'm like, dude, go away. He just wouldn't go away, so I ended up under leveled. And it was a very tough early game, but we ended up winning at least. It wasn't a fun game though. Oh, close. I had a great game with Howitzer. Howitzer is so much fun. Even if he is a bit difficult to hit his abilities with and reliably get damage down. Oh, for God's sake, one more stab will do it here. Dota 1, wow. No. I actually never played Dota 1, I have to admit. I don't even play Dota 2 anymore. Good. It's Feng Mao. Even after his nerf, he's still pretty strong. Ah, oh, come on. One more stab. Here we go. Boys! What's going on? The fidget spinner. Yeah, watching him with his high attack speed can look a bit funny. Wow, that was unnecessarily tedious. But 3 nice sets of armor, good helmet, signet ring. Okay, we need 3 more locations beset by undead. Only 1 level up, that's a bit surprising. Anyway, Elandarion, the sergeant. That's 4, excellent. 3. If he's going to be a sergeant, he needs to have ranged defense. I feel like Mazuma can get back on the front line. I just need Elandarion to have the odd battle so it doesn't feel useless. I'm not too concerned about getting levels on him that quickly. Oh, hang on a sec. What kind of weapon should I give Elandarion? Pike, but obviously I don't have one. Wait, I was using flails up front and they were very effective. Okay, let's keep exploring. Any wounded? Nope, so it's fine to go straight to the swamp. Let's see, 4 days left of celery, 4 days left of food, decent amount of tools. No lindworms yet. And I did make 100% sure that I've got the lindworm DLC actually on the computer. Actually, I'm going to follow these Nachtseer tracks because these Nachtseers should spawn out of the sea apparently, but alright. We may as well fight them. It'll be some good XP. I'm not going to chase them, bugger that. The point is I hope that they're going to come from like a cemetery or something. Speaking of which, didn't we actually find a cemetery earlier? So that has vampires in it, so no thanks. That is Lair of the Forbidden Rituals. That's too difficult for us to do until we get some proper archers. No. We'll go to about here and then we'll peg back here. So I haven't faced the lindworm yet, but I've had reports from some viewers saying that it is bloody nasty. Spits acid, thrashes its tail. It's a bit of a bastard, apparently. I don't know what late game crisis yet. I clicked random. I'm just hoping to find little huts with zombies in so I can get this ambition done. That should be easy to clear out, but we'll leave that there until we get the orc ambition. I'm not liking all of the swamp I'm finding on this map. Oh, because you can net it. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, sweet. So there are undead tracks coming out of these ruins, which suggests that there are undead in there, so... That's Necro Savants, though. So let's go see what's in here, in these collapsed ruins. I want to expect that there's going to be zombies in there. So we'll be prepared for that. We'll take out spears and swords. Except for you, Stardor, your accuracy is actually okay. But then 69 isn't that great. Should someone use the Skirmish Axe? No, I want something with plus to hit. And then you lads, spears. Swords, probably better. No permanent destruction, no. I didn't want permanent destruction because, well, if all goes well, this campaign is going to last, you know, pretty much indefinitely. I didn't want permanent destruction on. It just kind of makes things a bit of a bummer, you know? Stuff, if something gets completely destroyed. I don't really know how to describe how or why, but just nah. Actually, Griff, level 3 replacement. You should not be on the front line. It's Alvarin who needs to get back on the front line. There you go. Flail experts. What if we're up against, let's see, raiders in here with marksmen? It's unlikely given that there's undead footprints. What I have to expect is for there to be a bunch of zombies and maybe some ghosts. So that's the case. I hope I can get lucky with some of those kills on the ghosts. I think I'll start with the spears and the swords, on the expectation that it's going to be zombies. If it's raiders, we can switch to these weapons. The fatigue of everybody up front is not looking bad. I mean, like a couple of guys here have got 67 and 69, but look, high 80s, even with a flail. Orcs can be bastards, man. Okay, be prepared to run though. We've got no idea what's in here. $15 of them. The fact that there's geists starting in the front line is not very encouraging. Let's just wait. I think I'm going to stand and fight this. It's probably going to be, let's say, 4 geists and 13 armored Wiedergängers. 4 ghosts. Let's be ambitious. Let's back ourselves. I've got a sergeant and I've got a banner boy, and we've got a lot of plus hit weapons. We've got the right weapons. I just need these ghosts to come a bit forward so I can quick shoot at them and hope for the best. I'm having second thoughts. Maybe I should just run. I mean, 11 armored Wiedergängers is actually pretty nasty. We are not that strong right now. Fuck it. If not now, then when? Come closer, you bot. There we go. If I can, I should get into contact with that ghost this turn and try to stab it. Yeah. But this is one of the things I spoke about earlier. Oh, I should have attacked there, damn it. I gotta risk it for the biscuit. You see? So one ghost down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Probably another geist there, I would think. I gotta close up this side of the formation. That's not ideal. Just gonna see if I can get this guy to move forward a bit, then maybe I can get some shots off at him. Well, sometimes you get lucky and they move forward like that, and then you can start your turn by attacking them. One thing I should think about doing is, if a couple of my guys have very good fatigue, I should take adrenaline on them. Because the great thing about adrenaline is, like, you can sprint into contact with the cast, use adrenaline, and then if that guy who used adrenaline has a spear, he'll get two attacks before the geist can react, and that's normally enough. Also dogs, I should have got some war dogs. Okay, shit, that's a lot of ghosts. Just have to hope my archers get lucky here. So like Albinoku, I don't like moving him up like this, but this does get him a shot off on the ghost on the next turn. And then I can always whip out my sword and shield if I get closed in on. Come on. Oh! There come the screams. Hold. Oh, instantly breaking. But we'll hope that Albinoku, the sergeant, fuck's sake, can get it done for us there. Woo! Martin the worst, you are not the worst, you are the best. Come on, Brelbot. One of these shots needs to just get... hang on. Oh, I need you to fucking hit that, come on. This is the one, Ruben. 5%, easy shot. Fuck's sake. Do I put down the spear wall? Yes, that'll let Stardor take a rest this turn. Up north there's going to become an issue. Well, so much for the spear wall. This is going to become a major issue. What always sucks is these fuckers always get to scream at you before you do anything, unless you have adrenaline. And there goes Alvarin again. This is very bad. Alvarin, no! Fuck off. Griff. Slay. There's kind of no point in using rally from this far away. It's down to Albinoku to make that group there rally. Oh, come on, Jacob. Fuck's sake. Woo! 3 down, 1 to go. Here we go, boys. Here we go. Shit. Yeah, ghosts are bullshit. At least Lars has full armor, so he should be able to take a few hits from these guys. Alvarin's getting fucked up though. Oh, Alvarin, ouch. Yep, rip Alvarin, 100%. Oh god, I'm thinking I should actually take one swing and then drop my weapon on the ground, because when he gets killed, at least then he shouldn't have a weapon. I want to see if that's how it works. I doubt that's how it works, because he's going to come back as a zombie, and I imagine he'll probably take the flail out of his inventory. It's fine, he's already fleeing. Ooh. Now killing this last one's going to be a nightmare. Come on. One of these hits. Maybe. Oh, damn, I should have used rally. Fuck. I suppose Alvarin's dead anyway. Okay, Jelly Belly, here you go. Oh, that looked so close. One more hit and he's dead. Let's hope it's just struck down and not killed. Come back here, Lars. Okay, he's moving closer. I'm hoping I can kill that zombie and then Griff can run around. Alternatively, start or move up here. Move there, knock the zombie back, and then move into contact there. I fucking hate ghosts. Yeah. Pray for brain damage. Yes, boys. Come on. That's too dangerous. Out of arrows. Oh, that was a crucial mistake. Maybe Mazuma can get into range to start to do some stabbing. Keep fighting, boys. This is a gruesome slog against zombies. As soon as one of my boys can break free here, like that. Oh, Fredo, almost. Lars, back in the fight. Okay, so he picked the weapon up off the ground. Nice. Right, who's lowest here? This one's lowest. Fuck. Oh, damn it. Now Fredo is actually in danger of getting hit with a bow. Oh, that's not the time to be too exhausted, Fredo. You boys need to work on your physical fitness. You go all the way in. It's fucking bullshit. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, Albinoku hasn't gone yet. So he can hopefully use raise morale there. Come on, Raban, get lucky. That was big. Well done, Albinoku. Ow! No! Alvarin! Lars Lanky Loins. Hit him! Oh! Oh! Okay, so we might get out of this with only one casualty yet. Yeah, well done, friend. Well done. Finally. That's actually a good point. As soon as Alvarin dies, he becomes this Matrix-like dude who can't seem to be hit. Typical. Hell of a battle, boys. Oh, can you F off, please? You see, like, in past playthroughs, I wouldn't have tried a mission ostensibly as tough as this because of the risk, and I think overall it's been worth it. I mean, it sucks we lost someone, but I mean, look at that. That's like 2,000 gold worth of just money and a nice Malkoif, and it's one step closer to doing our ambition. He picked up the weapon off the floor when he raised up. Yeah, I feel like I can call bullshit off of that. It's a great haul. I could probably get 1,000 for each of these. That's 2,000 gold. 300 gold there, probably. $65 is about as low as I want to go. Vita Gangers fucking suck. So we still got replacements, but I need to actually start hiring a few more people now. Just see what we can get our hands on. Fredo, 66 accuracy. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I think I want the resolve here. Get you up to 50. At level 6, honestly, footwork is important. I mean, I want to get underdog, but footwork is good. Like in certain situations like that, it can help him footwork closer to a zombie. It can help him footwork away from trouble. Stardor, same story. At the next level, we'll take Battleforged and then Underdog. Or most likely Underdog and then Battleforged, because we don't yet have the armor to really get much use out of Battleforged. That's actually a good point, Behemoth Black. Yeah. But I mean, I don't really have that much of a sort of established scientific way of working out whether prices are worth it or not. I just kind of, from memory, think like, oh, you know, I'll look at a price and think, does that seem right? It's not very precise, I have to admit. So I'm tempted hanging on to these rusty Malkoifs now and giving my Banner Boy and my Sergeant these Malkoifs, because then they can start using their ranged skill with these. Fuck it, let's do it. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Oh, the poor guy dropped his bandages on the floor before he died. I quite like the idea of making my Banner Boy and my Sergeant combination crossbow and polearm masters. So historically I've said that I don't like jack of all trades characters, but I kind of feel like maybe I've been wrong about that, and I should think about the Sergeant and the Vanderboy as like a dedicated support class. So they're going to take rotation and quick hands to help out the guys on the front lines. And then eventually, once we have 7 up front, 5 at the back, all 5 will be able to use ranged weapons. I mean, and even if those crossbowmen, I mean, the Sergeant and the Bannerboy, I mean, even if they aren't that good at all, if they hit almost anything, it's kind of worth it. Good God, we need 51 tools. Anyway, it's worth. We got 2 out of the 4 we needed for our ambition. We'll do this exercise again as soon as we can. And it's good to know we've already found 2 small orc emplacements, which we can take on pretty soon. Well, Thief Coupe, I think it's much easier to make the argument for backline guys, like the Sergeant and the Bannerboy, who even if they primarily are going to use their pole arms, but if they can get 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 rounds. Ooh, what's this? Before I read this, I'll say, if they can get a few rounds of shooting crossbow bolts as the enemy approaches, even if 1 of them hits, it's 1 more than it wouldn't have. So Albinoku Sergeant is perhaps one of the dumbest individuals you've ever met. But for a brief moment, it does appear that Fredo, flail replacement, gets through and teaches him a thing or 2 about critical thinking and memorization. You watch as the 2 sit together and look over some scrolls. You're not sure where the smart man got such papers, but the unlearning oaf is certainly paying a lot of attention to them. As you watch, Albinoku Sergeant is asking rather deep, profound questions. Questions about the land and its relationship to people, and the sky and its relationship to the birds. You suddenly realize the idiot is merely glancing around and describing what he's seeing in the sort of inquisitive language Fredo, flail replacement, has taught him. Namely, by attaching a smarmily intoned question to the end of every sentence. When the 2 finish up, Fredo, flail replacement, comes to you with a grin. I think we're really getting somewhere with him. He's learning, you know? With students like that, all you gotta do is be patient and take your time. A little ways away, Albinoku Sergeant is pounding ants with a rock. You simply nod and let Fredo, flail replacement, live out every teacher's biggest fantasy. So they both got a mood boost, but I don't suppose that actually removed the dumb trait. No. Albinoku is still a flat-out dumbass. 1039, hell yeah, I'll sell that. Oh, look at the money! Fuck yes, boys. Fuck yes. You are a good teacher, I'll give you that much. Let's try to go with the same colored shields on everyone, for that is pleasing to me. How many spares do we need? So the guys on the back line who don't have footwork, well no, actually you know, yeah, keep using the nets. The nets are super important. I think now is the right time to start spending some of this money on hiring hunters, because our ranged damage is not good enough. These little short bows are so crap. Also, what is the sword count here? We need 7, remember? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I can sell one of these swords. And the spear count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 can go. I can sell 1 sword and 1 spear. I'm hanging on to this military pick, especially in case I have to fight an orc warrior. If we have to do that, then I think we'll be grateful for the armor piercing. Even if none of our boys are actual hammer masters. Ooh. Look, 4,000 gold for him is actually a good price. He's carrying 3,000 gold worth of sword and 1,000 gold worth of armor. but 43 per day will wreck our money right now. Eugen Nightslayer is wearing, let's call it 5,500 of armor, 3.5 of helmets, and 3.5. So like these kind of purchases are actually not that bad at all, because really what you're paying for is the gear. Let's try Gebhard. I do love a good butcher. I can get derp on the list. Just be warned though, the list is fairly long. So next is Rob Lafort, Ronomp, Bastardface, Josh Grimm, JP Sauce, Lofric, Production Value in brackets Raidens, Michael Stubbs, Picassus, Casathor, Michael Wonderland, Malice Wonderland, DRG Lord, Cadus 98, I'm of no consequence, and Derp. Let's take a look at the new lad. Gebhard. He's cocky. Whoa, that's amazing resolve. Okay, in that case then, we can change Elandarion from Sergeant to just a regular replacement, because Gebhard is going to be an amazing backup Sergeant. Evening RV J-Ring, so who's next? Rob Lafort. Wait, that's not right. Well, look, if this season is anything like last season, everyone's going to get a go. You are the backup sergeant. But with 3 stars and 47 starting resolve, he's going to be bloody good. Sure thing. Yeah, I know that. I just know that you guys are smart enough to be able to read backwards, so... Thief Coupe. That means we can change, we can sort of, well, it's kind of a promotion for Elandarion. He might actually be a decent replacement because of the fact that he has determined, so his actual melee skill is 56 because he starts confident. I don't like his fatigue. His fatigue sucks. Okay, so that's probably the last melee fight I'm going to be buying for a while. Okay, we need work and we need ranged fighters. So one of these cities here has a Fletcher. I reckon we go hit that city. I think it's Rothberg. Yeah. And hopefully we can get a bowyer who will have a hunting bow. And we'll hopefully have the skill distribution we want, because then we can keep him on for long enough so that he can make us a masterwork bow. Twitch chat intelligent. 3 skulls. What is this? Green skins for 3 skulls. You must be crazy. What do we have here? We've got... I'm just checking in case I can find a witch hunter. But no. What are these? If these are like hunt down the thing. Caravan escort. Not interested. Escort. Well, actually, I should be checking where they're going, because if they happen to be going to where I want to go in any case, then I might as well. Oh God, these tool prices. Got to be having a bath. So, what I was going to say a little bit earlier, in my offline campaign, in a very similar sort of timing around the 45-day mark, I ended up taking the get 10,000 gold ambition, which I thought was going to be super difficult, but I was very, very, well, ambitious, frankly, and optimistic in taking those risky fights, and it paid off in a big way, because I suffered some fatalities, but, well, hang on, I need a historian. Do we not have a historian? Okay, I need a historian. Havard, the historian. And let's take a look at his stars. Okay, so melee skill. Yeah, he's not much of a fighter, but I think it's Ray Silvers who wants to be the... Silvers. So actually, you know what? Eventually, I'm going to need 3 pikemen because the A team is going to have 3 archers in, but for all we know, we run into the undead late game crisis as our first one. So there may well be a situation where I'm not going to want to have archers. So then that's when a pikeman like Rayleigh Silvers comes in. As much as I'd like to hire this guy, I've got to be careful about my spending now. 202, our daily rate is getting up there. What you got for us? Sweet, a patrol, perfect. I accept. I accept. Let's go kill shit, y'all. That's your Samuel Torley. Behemoth Black, I shall sign you up, certainly. Hang on, so... Where's Rayleigh Silvers? Okay. Behemoth Black. Gift tools, nice and cheap. I'm buying all these tools and bam. That's a lot of our money that we've saved up, but I think that's completely worth it. Good. What I like about the Falcon is I can just go crashing straight into any ruin and just scout it out and then decide if I want to run or not. Yeah. May you live long and not be slaughtered horribly. As much as I want a hunting bow, I think paying that for it now is not worth it. 4,000 for a warbow is actually not bad. Ooh, Ferdinand. He's super expensive though. You see, this is what I want to hire, but I don't want to take us down to 1,000. So we'll finish this patrol and then we'll hire Oscar. Next city, onward to Vachel. And then we'll go check out Ruins of Ironheart Keep and Lair of the Forbidden. Brigand Hunters. Some thugs, some poachers, some marksmen, and 1 raider. Let's just run around until nighttime, then we'll take these nerds on. That's 15 good and comparatively easy heads. Just you wait. Wait until we get 2 warbows and the 1 mastercrafted warbow. Which is why, like, in the early days, when I start getting my first bit of real money, let's say, for example, I have... Hang on, whoopsie. Let's say I get to a point where I've got this loadout with, like, you know, everyone's just wearing basic mail and these weapons, and I have 10,000 gold. I will easily spend, you know, 9,000 gold of that on the on 2 warbows, because, you know, having 2 guys with some of the best to hit chances, even though these guys aren't that great. Basically, getting warbows above armor is, I think, worth it. We only need 20 heads, which is quite cool. I'm a little bit cold, yeah. It's starting to get quite cold here now in the UK. It's coming towards winter. There's 1 hunting bow. I really hope we get that hunting bow. Oh yeah. The deeps. I feel like maybe it's time we switch up this 5 and 7 to a 6 and 6. After this fight, we'll take a look at the back line and see if I can justify putting one of the back line boys in the front line. Well struck, Jillybelly. Can't beat a good flail. Oh, stab kidney. Oh, God, can you imagine the pain? You're alive for now. Just close in on these nerds. Quick as you can, boys. Give him the old run at. Just trying to not maintain open angles on my backline. Whew. German, thank you for the ow, crossbows! Oh, God, who was that who died? Brelbart archer killed. Oh, you motherfucker. That's one of our only two of our archers. Even at nighttime, marksmen give no fucks. That's why these crossbows are so lethal. That sucks, but, you know, it's gonna happen. They're marksmen. Even nighttime is no guarantee. I'm gonna see if I can close in on them, maybe with Star Door. Damn it! Oh, Ruban with the headshot. Again, stab kidney, ouchie. Come on, lads, what is this? Damn it. That's the main thing. But the problem is he's got that loaded crossbow, so he's going to point blank shoot Jelly Belly with it. So part of the thing that I find frustrating with these crossbows is that it suits the raiders, because they just want to do as much damage as they can through heavy armor, whereas it's difficult to explain, but crossbows are better for raiders, but bows are better for us. Mostly I'd say it's because we're going to be shooting at heavily armored targets less, because we always trying to get the heaviest armor we can. And with crossbows, you obviously only get to shoot once per turn, whereas it's twice with warbows. And once like a warbow has about the same damage as a tier 3 crossbow. So now hiring that hunter we saw at that city is even more important, because we've only got one guy who can even use a bow at all. Man, getting flail experts in the early game is obviously the way to go. It's worked so well. That guy can't get away. I want that hunting bow. He's cheesing it, lads. Get after him. Fuck, I don't have any war dogs, so most of them actually might get away. My hunting bow. One of the oh, you mother. Fucking marksman. Bane of my existence, I tell you. Yeah, we're not going to be able to catch him. Their initiative is so much quicker than ours, or higher than ours, so they are quicker than us. So that guy's going to get away with my hunting bow. So one of the cities around here, I think, has a kennel. Let's go invest in a few dogs. It's doubly annoying, because these are 4 heads that I need for bounties. One at least. And here's another reason why you want adrenaline for chasing down archers. Oh, there goes the hunting bow I wanted. Motherfuckers. Yeah, sometimes it's worth it. It really is, especially if you're shooting at like orc warriors and, you know. But the thing is, if you're fighting orc warriors, there's going to be orc young mixed in with that group. So then your warbow men just focus the orc young. Damn it, that sucks. With 42 accuracy, you know what? Why the hell not? But he doesn't have quick hands though. I think I should take quick hands at this level. Just so that he can quick hands between the stuff. And he may as well... Well, once we start getting our hands on more of these two-handed shields, then he can start using some of those as well. His fatigue is not bad. Not great either. Okay, Riban, level 6 footwork. Good, so now that he's got footwork, he doesn't have to carry this pike anymore. Because he can always just choose to disengage. So I can give him a net as a backup, which also frees up another pike for the back line. Albinoku, you'll be level 6 soon and we can get you quick hands. So just a couple disappointing deaths. Well, which deaths aren't disappointing, but you get my point. Zuma replacement. What? Okay, let's see. We've got a sword raider. We've got a flail. We've got a mace. We've got... It's 2 flails so far. Did I lose? I think my dagger specialist died. Yeah, he did. But I don't see myself making Mizuma a dagger specialist. He doesn't have the accuracy. Well, DRG Lord, I don't think it's lame. I think it's bloody great. I love it because you're taking a huge risk by doing that, and you know if you risk it, could be worth it for you. So look, so short bow. View range, maximum firing range with bows increased by +1. I'm wondering if it isn't worth, instead of using 30 to 50 damage, 40 to 60. I mean, until I get a hunting bow, just use a damn crossbow. I mean, why the hell not? Because this little short bow is just not doing it for the damage. Let's see how these fuckers like getting crossbow bolts shot into their big stupid faces. Anyway, I wanted to move one of you dudes up to the front lane. It would either be Jacob or Griff. Probably Griff. It's going to be 6 and 6. Griff, you haven't got a specialization yet, do you? No, you don't. I got one more red shield. Yes, I do. So the flails, I'm sure, seem like a bit of overkill right now. And arguably they probably are, but... I mean, really, this is just going to help us, quote-unquote, farm a bunch of raiders. As you saw, it never ceases to amaze me how the raiders will just continue to not wear helmets. Change the spare quiver on Riban. Yes, good point. Is he going to need a second row of bolts? Probably. Good, so we've got... That's a nice little option. Plus 50% damage on a hit to the head. So if he manages to headshot someone with a crossbow, it's going to be fucking brutal. Loads of nets, which is encouraging as well. Okay, Albinoku, just until you hit level 6, you need to keep that wooden shield. Alright, onward. We need 8 more heads. So we're on our way to Varl, and then I think we'll go run around here and see what we can find in these ruins. Hopefully some randomly patrolling zombies. Marksman, man. Hate him. So we need 8 more. We have 1 marksman and 5 raiders. What is the armor situation here? That's probably going to be repaired before we hit the front lines, so that's fine. This could be better though. Damn, 1 short. Well, really, as it happens, you've just finally made it in. Here you go. I've got a historian for you. You did say you wanted to be a historian, didn't you? You're a survivor. 90% chance to survive if struck down and not killed. Let's get these fuckers. Oh, excuse me. Hopefully they'll lead us back to their encampment. I think I prefer to fight them during the day. I was really... Oh, God! Whew. I was really hoping for a hunting bow there. And I want these 2 sets of armor. Get him, Raban. Oh, you got him. Good shot. And pierced hand is great. That's minus 20% to his range skill. Good shooting. Martin the worst. 8%. That really wasn't worth it, was it? Not even worth trying. Just for this next turn, let's shield up. Well, one of the nice thing is, I want these armors, but I mean, I've got so many flails, I don't even technically need to use daggers. I can just flail them. Just pop their heads open. It's only a tier 1 crossbow, but it does still hurt like hell. Well, so really, as I was actually explaining, I don't expect you to see a lot of action, but I do still want, I want our 12 guys who are our main fighters. Ow! Oh, God. So my 12 guys are the main fighters, and then I want 3 backup guys. I want a historian, and a... what's the music playing guy? I forget what he's called. And 1 other character, probably a bowyer. And the reason I want them is so that, eventually when we're fighting undead, we're going to need people who can replace the archers and use pikes. Damn it, bad miss. Albinoku, I think you're better off with your pike here. But obviously don't, we're going to dagger this boy, I want that armor. Bard, yes, that's what I was thinking, thank you. Minstrel, minstrel is the right term. Griff, I want you to sprint up and put some pressure on this dude. Sweet. Get him, boys. Flails at the ready. This dude needs to get the dagger treatment, though. See, now I've forgotten to give Stardor a wooden stick, which I could have used here. Oh well. Ow! Fucking flails hurt, man. That must have been one of the more horrible ways to die. By flail. Ugh. Blunt force trauma. No, thank you. Motherfucker! Who was that who died? Lars, Lanky Lawrence, you bastard! Ugh! Yeah, with Stardor, you see, that's why I needed the wooden stick. I should have stunned him up. I mean, that was 3 hits in a row with that flail. And it just flat out killed him. It's also a good point. Check out Tautan Soldier Skeletons. What? I don't know what that means. Tautan Soldier Skeletons. What on earth are you talking about? Oof, good hit. Finally, we can fucking stab this motherfucker who murdered our brother. See, that's what I'm talking about. That just makes his death so much more frustrating. For combat injuries, the Battle of Tautan. Oh right, oh right. Now I'm with you. Right, sorry. Clearly, I'm not a history buff. I didn't even have history in high school as a subject. Job, Martin. Get him. So I want to stab that dude as well. Just get the shield and give him the old surround. No, I don't want you to hit my end, dude. Ah, good shooting. How do you like it when I kill you with a fucking crossbow, you bastard? Great work, Mazuma. Good stabbing. Well, there are some spots opening up, lads. We've just had a couple of fatalities. Very disappointing. Good, he's not going anywhere, so that's at least 2 nice sets of armor there. Solo from Virtus Pro is kind of MVP. He got a new Mercedes E63 off. Awesome. But Solo is, he's such a good player though. Well, they're all good players, they're pros, but good for him. I'm not gonna break his shield. Why bother? What up, Malice? Camelot goes okay. I'm a bit frustrated. We got a few very disappointing and what felt like unnecessary deaths, but you know. Marksmen and raiders with flails. That fucker took one of our guys down with him. It is war, and war's dangerous. Yeah, you better run. Motherfucker. Rip laws. Overall, I think that's worth it though. 2 sets of basic mail. Fatigue isn't bad. Damn, Inandirion, you gotta get your position on the front line now. These +1s though, you're killing me, dude. Right, Landarian, you need to go on the front line now. Oh, with only 54, that's 60. Hang on, so technically, yeah, you don't have the fatigue for it. Just use a sword, I suppose. Good arming sword. Six and 6. Landarian. Right, this is all wrong. Alright, there you go. That's what I should be doing, like that. Okay, right. So I still want Jacob to be using the long axe for shield breaking. And here we go. We have basic mail all on the front line. So that's the first like small milestone. Getting basic mail all up on the front line. We've got 18 out of 20. I think we just go hand it in. We're only getting paid 60 per head. So I don't think it's worth running around trying to get another head. And we can use this money to go hire that hunter. NBG Nord, welcome to Camelot. Thank you for the follow. So, well, I do need a minstrel, but I don't think I want to hire one right now. I suppose I may as well, as an alternate, why not? Let's get the minstrel in. Torbjörn. Let's take a look at him. Okay, melee defense is very nice, and fatigue is good. His melee skill sucks. Right, who's next? Ronomp. Ronomp, you're going to be a pikeman. And then Rayleigh Silvers is the other pikeman. There you go. It's also nice that these backup boys have gear waiting as they come in, so I don't have to swap it out as they come into the front lines. On second thought, let's not go there. If the merchant sending the map occurred, it'll happen again. I don't think so. I believe it's a one-off event that you don't get to have again, which is one of the reasons why I'll always hire a historian as soon as I can, because you never know when that event's going to pop up. Ooh, ouchie. Any more daggers? Nope. A quick bandage check. And I've got the falcon already. There you go. Let's go get paid, boys. Ooh, a 200 gold caravan hand. That's really good. But I'm not hiring right now. Well, I'm hiring that hunter, but that's about it. So we need to hire a hunter and we need to hire a bowyer. And what's doubly annoying really is if you get the merchant, even if you buy the map from him, it just says you can't read it. And I think then if you later on hire a historian, he doesn't then automatically decode the map for you. It's very disappointing. So, Oscar. He's faint-hearted and he's a bleeder. He does not have the stars at all that I want for an archer, but... oh well. We'll see what we can make of him. Who's next on the list? Bastard face. I think actually I might need to take stock of how many quote-unquote replacements I have. and consider just changing some of the replacements to be pikemen. So sword raider, flail replacement. So hang on, so pikeman, replacement. So if I go, what is this? This is a backup sergeant. Okay, so let's just see. This could be our front line. Sword raider, replacement, mace specialist, replacement. I was like 7. Banner boy, sergeant, archer. Okay, so I need to get one more guy in, probably the bowyer. That means then pikeman, and Rob Lafort can kind of be backup sergeant / pikeman. So I just need to hire one more person, and then I can start fishing, just to replace these, to change the replacements for actual frontline raiders. Pikeman, sergeant. Albinoku, thanks for the follow. It's not actually a black monolith, I don't think. I think what it is it's some sort of ruin. I think it's generated randomly. And then you just go fight whatever's in there, and you should get some good money. I mean, it's guaranteed to give you a legendary item. Man, Ferdinand is tempting, but we obviously are completely broke. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7 swords. I've got 1 in the inventory, 1 on the boys. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't need that or that or that. Let's. Oh, hang on. What's the shield situation? How many of these shields do I need to keep? Probably let's keep 2 in reserve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's fine. And then we'll leave. Honestly, I don't even need to keep spare armor because I've got guys wearing spare armor. So that armor can go. 110 for ammunition is actually the cheapest we've found for quite a while. Right, let's go hand in this patrol. Let's go get paid. Cheers, Luca. $1,080. Not that many. God, I'd love to fight the dead men, but unfortunately they're hired by CDOC, and it's one of the villages I really want to, you know, get cozy with. What you got for us? To Rothberg, what does it pay? Rothberg is just up the road. I hate taking this risk, but I will always try to take him in. Sweet. I hate when that goes wrong, though. That really sucks. Welcome, Battle Brother. Which reminds me, there's a kennel around here somewhere. I need to go buy armored doggies. Do I need that crossbow? I don't think I do. Well, Jacob has 40 range skill, but that's not good enough. Quick bandage check. Okay, so which of these cities has the temple and which one has the kennel? I could have sworn I saw a kennel around here somewhere. Nope. Just 2 more of these locations beset by undead. We shall name him Doggo. And he is a good doggo. Hang on, did I name that guy Bastard Face? Yeah, I did. Honestman is essentially Iron Man. I just don't enable Iron Man because of the risk of corrupted save files. So Honestman just really means no save scumming whatsoever. And I'm sure if any of you have watched me for any length of time, you'll know that I will F things up and leave it in. I want to see what this mission is first. Let's talk money. Deliver cargo to Steinhausen to the north. Give some time to think. I just want to see where Steinhausen is. Steinhausen? Oh, there. It's not that far. That's not bad. Okay, well, we'll see what this this mission is. Greenskins, northeast. No, that's too scary for us, I'm afraid. We'll take this delivery contract. It actually pays pretty well. So bearing in mind, we're still looking to hire more hunters. But obviously I don't have the money right now. Oh, whoopsie. Don't forget to accept the damn mission. We'll just stop in at Termfest and see if we can't find tools that aren't at a ridiculous price. Yes, there is. And I mean, that's partly why I took this mission, because I mean, I wanted to explore around here and I wanted to check out these ruins. Because we still need to kill 2 more locations that are beset by undead. 240 is actually not bad. We've got 100 tools though, we're fine. We're grand. Not daily rate, 206, not bad. Yeah, I've been live for 2 hours. I need a quick coffee break. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. So, as I was making my little decaf coffee, I was thinking about where we are in terms of the overall bit of progress we've made. So, I feel like we are officially established. We could be doing better, but I consider us established. And by that I mean we've got a front line that are levels 5, no less than level 3 up front. Everybody has basic mail and nasal helmet with rusty mail, and we've got a bunch of flails. Once Darren gets up to 60, he actually has got 60 melee skill. I think give him a flail as well. No, once he's level 4, he can use a flail. And look, almost everybody up front has backstabber, which makes them more accurate. We've got no less than 3 crossbows and 1 hunting bow. We've got a shield breaking option here. We've got loads of nets. We need to be hunting down bandit leaders whenever we can. It's very difficult though, because I haven't actually seen very many bandit hideouts. Excuse me, I can only see the one bandit hideout to the north. That's in the middle of a forest. And as you might know, fighting in a forest is a nightmare. Anyways, the point is, whenever we find bandit hideouts, we're going to do our best to clear them out and kill the leaders if they have one. So here's Giselia's watch. We don't know what's in there, but we're going to find out. So, we don't know what's in there. We've got to be prepared for almost everything, so... carry spears just in case. I don't like the extra fatigue penalty, but I feel like the tactical flexibility is more valuable than the extra few points of fatigue that you're getting. Do I wait until daytime? I think I do, because if it's raiders, I'll probably just run away unless they have a leader that I want to kill. In which case I'll back off and come at night. If it is zombies, I want to be fighting them during the day. It's dawn, let's get in there. 15 and 4 geists, which is really scary. But I think we have to back ourselves and just hope that we can get lucky as well. And we have height advantage, which is not insignificant. So 50 then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So all the ranged weapons are just going to focus on hoping we can get super lucky and just kill that Geist. I think I need to send... oh god, first of all, get the spears out, boys. Need the extra accuracy for trying to get these Geists. You know what? Most of these zombies also don't wear helmets. So then potentially, if someone is a flail master, they're better off just popping the zombie's head with a flail. We got one dog, that's worth remembering. So I should try to get the dog into range. One of these days we're going to get lucky. We're going to hit one of those shots. Just like that. 5%. 5% chance, rolled a 4. Fuck yeah, bastard face. Fuck yeah. You absolute legend. You should have, yeah, now that I've said we are established, we're all gonna die. 100% dead, guaranteed. So rolled a 37. Unlucky. Just keep trying, chaps. Oh! Rolled a 24. We're getting close. If that even means anything. I'm thinking, so Fredo has the dog on him. So Fredo and Griff. And where is the sergeant? Martin. Griff, Fredo, and Martin need to potentially go on like a big flanking expedition to try to get those things. They can... I think they can screen 4 tiles. One thing that does suck is that none of my brothers have fancy feet, which is quite important for, you know, if you get stuck in the front line with fighting these zombies. The status of the list, there's about a dozen names. So next is Josh Grimm, JP Source, Low Frick, Production Value, Michael Stubbs, Picasso, Kazathor, Malice Wonderland, DRG Lord, Cadus, Arm of No Consequence, Derp Derp, Thief Coupe, and Behemoth Block. Dark. Behemoth Block. Okay, looks like the ghosts are going north. So we go north as well. With most of my fighters. If I go here, I can put Battle Bro down there and hope he attacks the Geist. It's unlikely to kill it, but you might get lucky. It's only a 20% chance, but it's better than 5% chance. Ah, damn it. I'm gonna throw everything up to that flank. It's down to Elandarion and Mizuma to hold the line there. Keep shooting, boys. Hope to get lucky. Oh, one of these. Okay, Martin the Worst, you need to get over there and you need to raise morale. Yeah, here's where shit gets interesting. Albinoku, Sergeant. I think it's time to go to your pike. It's gonna start getting nasty here for you. Oh, my poor dog. Rip. I don't know if they have Steel Brow. It wouldn't surprise me if they do, but I know that they just have a lot of hit points, so it's probably just that. That's a fair amount of damage, I'd say. We've just got to go as hard as we can at these ghosts. Oh, I fucking hate them though. Fuck these things, seriously. Wait a second, so where are my... That's my Sergeant. And there's Martin the Worst. Okay, so Martin the Worst is going to try to get closer and he's going to use Raise Morale. Although, who has the higher... 63... Yeah, it's Martin the Worst has the higher Resolve. 75. He's going to switch to Banner. I know this puts Jacob into melee contact with this Wiedergänger, but at least then he can maybe get an attack off onto the Geist. It's all about killing the Geist. Really nothing else matters. I could really do with one of these getting lucky. Oh, come on. Well done, Inadarian. Frickin' Mazuma, being a very brave boy, is holding off no less than 6 of them single-handedly. Fuck! It failed. Good job, Mazuma. Holding the entire southern flank single-handedly. But now here comes the scream stacking, as we saw on the last turn. It just gets progressively more and more difficult. So at least that way there's only one zombie that's in melee range with Fredo, so I'm pretty hopeful Fredo will get away. He's got height advantage. Nope, he doesn't. Fuck off! Fucking geists. Come on! It's only a 33% chance to hit. And Ronan has 48 plus 10, so 58. So they have 25 defense. God, I hate these things. Come on. Okay. 2 down, 2 to go. Stop fleeing, boys. Be brave. I'm of the consequence. That happens all the time, dude. I still remember keenly in our XCOM campaign when Rob got hit by a flashbanged stun lancer in half cover. So the stun lancer has 65 accuracy. Flashbang minus 20, so that's 45. And half cover, so minus 25. Point is, it was a 25% chance to even hit him at all, but it crit as well, and it's a 10% chance to hit to crit. So it was 10% on top of 25%. Very unlucky is the point. Be brave, boys, be brave. Ah. Scream, 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 scream. Jacob, that was pretty clutch. This is what's annoying. So Ronan gets into position, he can attack next turn. But the Geist gets to scream before he gets to attack, so it's like kind of useless that he's even doing that. Also now Mazuma is going to be too exhausted to use Spear Wall again, so we've got a real problem on the southern flank next turn. Maybe Albinoku can get into stab range here. 47 and he fucking missed it. Come on, 5%. Ammo. No, I'm not going to run away now. No. Two more ghasts. Come on, boys. We can do this. Ilandero, that's not the time to start missing your fucking hits. Damn, I missed the trick there. So Albinoku's Sergeant's turn is over. Fredo's in real trouble. Yeah, he's surrounded by 3 people. Oh, that's a lucky boy. Okay, that kind of works for us. Oh. Jacob, have you got a shield? You don't. Come on, 5%. Here we go. Ah, we had 1 hit so far. What sucks now is Albinoku is the only person who can use raise morale, but he also has a height advantage shot there. I think raise morale rally is probably more important. Okay, it didn't do fucking anything. Didn't change anyone's morale. You say you used to quit over that shit, but you have to be philosophical about it. You just got to accept that these things happen, you know? It is super frustrating, sure, but... Whew, good one, Martin. Okay, who's the lowest of these zombies? That one's lowest. I can almost get into melee range of that Geist. Jellybelly, welcome back. At this point, there's actually few enough zombies that I can almost just try go straight through them. Oh, gruff! Conserve stamina on the Bannerman, yes. To my mind, that is exactly what I did. The southern flank is getting a bit saucy now. Now the stabs are coming in. 5%. Come on, Raban. No! Luckily, Stardoor's got a good helmet. Oh. Have I told you guys that I hate those fucking things? Because I hate them. And I forgot to reload. I was just so relieved to get that Geist killed. Brain stopped working. Not easy. Not easy at all. I was gonna say, hell of a fight. Well fought, men, but it's not over yet. Jacob doing work. Good dodging. If I can get out this with no deaths, let alone any injuries, I'll be super impressed. 78% and you fucked it up. Come on. There you go. Too exhausted. This mission's a slog. Ah. Nice. Love that sound, that crunch. Whew, epic fight. Round of applause for the war pigs. Well fought, men. MVP in that fight, Mizuma, without a doubt. Even though everyone else did great work, like Martin the worst, changing people's resolve a couple times. I think Riban or one of the crossbowmen got lucky and killed a Geist, but Mizuma holding the southern flank for probably 4 turns was absolutely incredible. And look at this, 140 plus, we'll get 1,000 for that, and we'll get 600 for that. Yeah. Yay! And there was much rejoicing. Jacob, the replacement, +2, +3, +4. And Backstabber, which makes it more accurate now. Very nice. Did you guys feel useless in reserve by any chance? No. Okay, the boys are quite beat up though. Let's do some exploring and then we'll stop in some of the villages on the way. Well, I'm of a consequence. It does happen, but one thing I would remind you about, and that I wish I would pay more attention to, is paying attention to the turn order. So, like, if you just pressing wait on the first turn and seeing what the enemy are doing, and they move, let's say, 2 squares forward, where you have to make the decision to either stay put or to engage and get 1 attack off that turn, just bear in mind, the enemy are probably going to get to attack on the following turn before you get to attack. So if you are going to move into their front lines, move and keep a shield wall up, so that when they have to attack, which is before you, your shield wall is up. I've made that mistake too many times where I've moved in to only get one attack off, and it's not ended up being worth it. We'll check these out in a second. Just camp until the morning, get our repairs done. Second Sons. Hide by House Gunbald. Which is Gunbald? Neutral. I really want to fight and kill them. There's a hedge knight there. It's only 6 of them. But I'm not going to fight mercenaries until I actually have the ambition. Let's go look-see here and see if we can do that fight. Maybe we can take out that, that little place. Wait, Stubby, what? Why wait? 8 brigands, some thugs, some raiders. We'll take that on. Oh, the Second Sons are getting stuck in. Let's see what happens here. Oh, they're down to 5. 2. A mercenary and a hedge knight. Let's get involved. I can't allow this hedge knight to get killed. And we don't get to take his armor. If he happens to get killed by an arrow going astray or by one of the raiders, then maybe we can get it. But the point is, I don't want to attack them and piss off that house. Essentially for nothing. Really? There's 8 opponents? Oh, wait, so... what? I thought there were only 6. Okay, that's weird. I don't know what's going on. They must have dropped dogs or something. I mean, this isn't the house we were hoping to be allied with, but still. I don't want to make a habit out of attacking other mercenary companies. I mean, tactically, if you think about like how the whole campaign would go down, it absolutely makes sense and is worth it. I mean, who knows what that hedge knight is wearing? Sounds painful. Ooh, wow, look at what he's wearing. Is that a legendary sword? I think it is. We actually might end up helping them and then immediately attacking them afterwards, but then that's going to make that city hate us. God, look at, he's wearing, that's like 3,500 gold worth of helm, 7,000 gold worth of body armor. Oh! I can get along with that. There absolutely is a lot to learn about this game. Hell, I'm 750 hours in and I'm still fucking terrible at this game. Haha! It depends, really. Well, the thing is, if he just happens to go down, the chances of getting his armor are pretty much 0. You'd have to dagger him down. His armor is scratched as well, so like the more damage his armor takes. Let's just get our ranged guys up here. We're here to help, lads. God, they're all surrounded. It's properly dramatic. Charge, men! You know what? On the basis of honor between mercenaries and the fact that this hedge knight's a bit of a badass, we're not going to attack them. I absolutely will attack another mercenary company when it's our ambition, and we can find the right one. I don't know. I don't like the feeling of attacking fellow mercenaries, especially ones who are being attacked and getting their asses kicked by these dudes. Help him die. Yeah. Look, if there was a tragic accident and he happened to take, you know, an arrow, then there's nothing we can do about that. Well, in that manner, it's only weapons. If I wanted to get his armor, I would have to attack him and dagger him down. So I don't know if I can attack him here now. Ooh. Motherfucker! Even with a fractured elbow, which is minus accuracy, he still smashes Elendirion twice. Pisses me off about these raiders. What were the rolls there for that raider? Brigand Thug uses that. Elendirion. Brigand Raider uses 41% chance hit. It looked like two 41% chances and he hit them both. That was unlucky for Elendirion there. Rayleigh, I don't think Dovekul demands it, I think you do. Also, look at him. He's in killing frenzy as well. Who knows? They might come to our aid at some point. Get wrecked. Yes. Well struck, men. Hit them from the flank. Hit them hard. Fuck them up. Well fought, boys. Well, look at that. That's worth it. 200 crowns. An arming sword. Well, second sons. As a business, pleasure doing business with you. It's a bastard face, the archer. +2. That's the problem he's going to have, rolling these +2s. Elendirion is too hurt. So, we'll get Jacob. Wouldn't it be just great if in some follow-up mission we can get the second sons to like help defend us when we're in trouble? They remember the fact that we helped them. It would be so cool. How many battles has he been in? Took part in one battle and has 1 kill. 1 battle. Okay, you get to go in then, Riley. Actually, Riley, just shield break. That's your job. So what was I doing? Oh yes, I wanted to see whether I could find another location beset by undead. Oh, they're still hired by House Gunbold, yeah. Like, it's tempting to just keep following them and hopefully that description of hired by that house will eventually just go away, because if they're not being hired by anyone, that's actually not that bad. So that's 1 necromancer. It should only be like 2 geists, some armored Wiedergängers, and the normal Wiedergängers are not that terrifying at all. What do you reckon, team? Do it, come on. Kill them now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 ranged people. Even if they're not great archers, but there's still 4 people shooting with ranged weapons. So that is 10 fatigue compared to 10 fatigue. 25 to 55, 35 to 45. We go swords. We go get him. Drop the weapon. Get the chopper. Go now. What are you waiting for? Come on. Have you got your pikes? Yes, pikes are equipped. What about the other ranged weapons? It's at dusk. I don't know about this. Do I need to wait till the next morning? I don't think so. I'm just checking the armor figures here. Armor looks pretty solid. You know what? Robler Fort has an extra bit of accuracy. 50, it's 4 less. Fuck it, let's get him. As much as I'd like to take the height advantage, I need to move forward so I can get eyes on that necromancer. What are you laughing at, idiot? This is my normal voice. Totally. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Right, so I've got 2 geists there and a necromancer. So we'll draw a line here, and then you lads will just have to try to get as close as you can. Who's going to go after the geists? I think actually Martin the worst. Put your crossbow away. Martin plus Fredo plus Griff. We're going to try to take on the geists, but then it means Jacob needs to head off these zombies. Thanks, Riley. We'll get there. We'll get there, buddy. Bastard face, the archer. You need to be close enough to be able to shoot at that dude. That was a terrible shot. Literally the worst. Well, on the next turn then, at least Jellybelly can... I'll probably move forward and we can... See, I need Albinoku to be able to shoot at the necromancer. Like so. And I'm going to send more pikemen around to help with these fucking screamers. A death to the necro. You said it. You said it, dude. I just worry that they're going to be able to get into contact with Bastard Face. Albino cow. Lol. And what's going to be key here is these unarmed zombies, do not kill them. The reason for that is that they just bite. So if you just leave them, yeah, a possessed enemy that is only going to nibble at your bum is not that threatening. That's not actually at all what I intended, but that's the power of fancy feet. Just run at him. Oh yes, albino cow. Shooting. So this is working out a bit clumsy. That was actually pretty important because it stops these zombies from getting to him. Ronomp's going to need to go to his shield and weapon if he has one. Kill that fucking necromancer. What What if it's not worth having Ruban spend a turn or two to get there, because then he can have unobstructed shots, but no, if we do that, then the Vidganger will just move. Oh, look at Fredo resisting the scream. What a legend. Oh, well, look at, there you go. That's scary. Shit. Okay, get right in his ear. Take the trumpet and like blow in his ear. Nice laugh. One or two more arrows and that Necro's dead. Ooh. No. Oh, Fredo. Ledge. Absolute legend. This sucks. Now Albino Cow can't keep shooting at that Necromancer. Gone Mazuma. This sucks. I worry for Jacob here. Shield wall for sure. Who's the most wounded here? Bam. In fact, Mazuma, you don't have underdog, so keep your shield up. You are surrounded by 3 people. Good blocking. Good blocking. So one thing I've been working... Oh, you piece of shit. I've been working on is trying to be more smart about when I use shields. And when I use bash like that as well. Stop possessing the one with a weapon. So 6 attacks and he hits 4 out of the 6. No! Oh, damn. Okay, well, let's hope Bastard Face can hit that Necromancer. Ladder, I'm of no consequence. Okay, 48% Bastard Face. That was important. Now it's just this bastard. And we'll clean up these zombies. Oh! Oh! Griff, if you took one more hit from that ghast, he would have died. Problem is that ghost has height advantage, so he's even more difficult to hit. This one ghost is going to be damn near impossible. If Martin fails to raise their morale, we've got a real problem. Come on! Oh, one of them at least. Come on, bastard face, fuck's sake. Don't worry about that. Oh, fuck. A couple of the boys are free, so in a turn or two they'll be... Oh, Griff, you're a lucky boy. Here comes more screaming. Fucking hate guys. Really, their scream has to be on a cooldown. This is ridiculous, man. They scream at you every single fucking turn. Ugh. Or at least let them not be able to scream every single turn. Oh. Come on. Fuck you. Yeah, the southern flank is at least pretty much freed up now. Making a beeline for that ghost. Yeah, Griff's had enough. He's out of here. 10% chance. Fucking hell. 10% chance to hit. Oh. No, don't start hitting those shots now. 5% chance to hit with a fucking... God damn it. It's all falling apart, lads. Raban! Not the time to start missing your shots. Ah! It's one last zombie, boys. Come on. One last geist, I mean. Fucking, you're crazy. Ow! I can't focus on the zombies. I have to get that geist killed. Oh god, another one of those cleaver hits. Ribbon, what the fuck, dude? 72 miss, 72 miss. 5% chance. Not even worth. Just try to kill this damn zombie in front of you. %. Finally. And too exhausted to use rally. Oh, finally. Drop start up. Oh. Back again. Well, these kind of 10% hits. Oh, that would have killed him. We've got to help Mazuma. We've got to help him now. Shot. Look at Griff doing. That's Griff in the background. Getting hot in here. Oh my god, die! Jeez, these zombie fights are not to be messed with. Griff's still panicking. I'm panicking! Are you panicking? Loud noises! I think he has a bandage, but he's probably done bleeding. Oh my god, really? Yeah, Mizuma's done bleeding. He's beat up, but he's tough. He's already missing a nose and an ear. Woo. Intense. Intense. So intense, my god. It's really tough to know who to give MVP for there. I think Martin the worst. He raised morale like 4 turns in a row. And that's our ambition fulfilled. God, that was tough. Very, very, very well fought. War pigs, well done. Ronomp the pikeman, melee skill, range defense, fatigue, student, pikeman, student, melee skill, range defense. Oh god, that's horrible. On the plus side, as a pikeman, he doesn't need huge fatigue because using just stab is fatigue neutral. Let's get resolve up though. It's no bueno. The lads have earned some time off. They really have. Oof, ouchie. Let's go find the nearest temple. Get the hell out of here. I think Termfest nearest temple. Good. Martin the worst banner boy, the old fisherman, regales the company with tales of his fishing days. Lost I was, simmer adrift, the whole boat run through with hunting waters, each wave having taken a sailor for itself until only I remained. Aye, aye, 'tis the truth. By autumn I saw land again, and so happy I was to see the trees and the mountains and the birds that dwell above that I smashed my ship right into the rocks and kissed the sands as debris drifted about me. 'Twas the happiest day of my life. Sounds fishy to me. You didn't get any kills, really, but you're a humble historian, and to be fair, I think you've only got like 48 melee skill. Thanks to the war pigs, the shambling monstrosities of the lair of forbidden rituals will never again threaten innocent folk. The men, however, will need a few days and copious amounts of drink to process the horrors they faced. How can anything so foul show itself by the light of day? Asks Rayleigh Silver's pikeman, staring blandly into the distance. It collapsed straight into a heap of rotten bones and dust, nothing at all holding it together but its curse. Even darker fears are sparked by Ronomp pikemen. They told me back in Varel that any good man killed by one of them horrors is doomed to come back from the grave himself and can never sit by the gods. Some men argue loudly against this, not because they know better, but because they don't want it to be true. You give the order to bank the fire before someone starts telling any more ghost stories. The men may have trouble sleeping this night, but morale will rise again with the dawn. So that's very nice. If I know I'm going to be fighting geists, I'll give it to someone. Immunity against fear and mind control. The other option is you find someone on the front line here, like Jellybelly, who's got pretty terrible resolve. Bam, give him that, and then I don't really have to keep throwing points into his resolve. I mean, I can, and I probably should. But I don't have to. What I really want is to get my hands on some more hunters, because we don't have good ranged options. Still. It's day 51. God, time flies. Let's hope we can keep doing patrol missions and missions where they ask us to go kill bandits, because now the main focus has to be, well, after getting some ranged guys, but it has to be bandit leader hunting. Or just grinding as much money as we can and just buy the armor. It doesn't have to be either or. We can try both. But if we start saving money up, I'm going to spend it on warbows. thought there was a temple here. The fuck. 3 skulls, green skins, too difficult. Oh, the temple's in Grottenhaven. Yeah, you could do with it with a few more levels. That's right. But I think once I get everyone's resolve up to 50, I'm happy to leave it there. Okay, so only the most daring take on goblins. 10,000 goals. 3 men with heavy armor. I think 3 men with heavy armor. Thought you didn't want to hire thieves because of the god event. Is he from an event as well? Well, I mean, I said I'd prefer to, but I also thought, like, why not? Let's give him a try, you know? It's not like a hard and fast rule. I wouldn't say that I will never hire a thief. I just don't like the gods intervening mission. I don't like it. Okay, so here's our 7 and 5. And we've got the 2 pikemen waiting in the wings. There's a nice 3 skull mission waiting, and that's a good price. Sweet. Okay, what is... Let's go back to the primary weapons that I want everyone to be using. So that's a flail. Yours is a 50, let's say flail as well. Griff, 64, flail as well. I want my mace specialist in the middle there. I'm all about the flails. Okay, Ronom the pikeman. Took part in 3 battles and has 5 kills. Rob Lafort took part in 1 battle and has 1 kill. Rayleigh, taken part in 2 battles and still doesn't have any kills. Let's see if we can't get you a kill, my man. So the flails are medium-high accuracy, but the thing is, we are specifically going after bandit leaders, and the bandit raiders incredibly often just don't wear helmets, and we've seen how useful it is to just be able to pop their heads open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Spare pike even. Or like any well-educated person, he'll just talk someone to death. Just bore them. Okay, I think we've earned a day off. We've got some really injured lads. I think I can sell this stuff now. This is not really needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. That's junk. I'm gonna hang on to 2 military picks just for orc warriors. Let's keep 2 nets and 4,500 gold. Yeah, baby. I really want to see if I can't get my hands on a hunter. Down south here somewhere, I'm pretty sure there's a Fletcher. It's in Rothberg. Let's go to Rothberg. Warbow, definitely Warbow. The thing is, though, that worries me. Our best archer only has 71 range skill, which isn't great. I'm not going to buy a warbow yet. I want to replace Rayleigh Silvers with either another hunter or ideally a bowman, a bow, yeah, someone who can produce us a bow, a legendary bow. Yeah, generally I want to keep our money at around 2,000 gold so that we have money for trading as well. Come on, where is it? Give us a bow, yeah. Why isn't there a bow here? Okay, well, let's just keep doing work, doing jobs, getting money in, and just hope we can get our hands on a decent archer. Let's see, so everything's almost repaired, and these lads are almost healed up. There's no jobs to be had, though. Let's see if C-Doc has anything for us. Time is it? 11. What is this? Oh, these fucking escort missions, man. Deliver, okay. Norway. Well, let's go head north, because I remember seeing a hunter's cabin in one of those northern villages. And we can pretty much stop at every village on the way north and see if we can't find someone with a ranged weapon that we're looking for. The one-handed hammers I'm hanging on specifically in case we have to fight some orc warriors, because the orc warriors obviously have 300 armor. And even though I don't have any hammer specialists just yet, just being able to hit them with those hammers is super useful. The flails aren't going to do shit against an orc warrior. The mace is quite nice. The hammers are bloody great. That is, until I can get my hands on a two-handed warhammer, but we're not really anywhere near that. Oh, yes, please! While on the road, you come across this crowd of people huddled around a mound of earth. Getting closer, you realize that it's a funeral. One of the attendees turns to look at you. Did you know him? Did you fight by his side? You shake your head and start cutting into the crowd to see the man himself. You find a man looking about as old as the dead can look. He's got a terrifically sharp and glinting sword running along his chest with his grubby, wormwood fingers clutching the pommel. Martin, the worst banner boy, joins your side and whispers, "That's a pretty nice looking weapon there, sir. Just saying. Let's make it ours." You reach through the crowd and grab the dead man's sword. One of the attendees screams out. Jellybelly's sword rider uncorks a punch and sends the peasant astral planing. The rest of the company draw out their weapons to make sure any further protests don't get far. An elderly woman cuts through the crowd as well as an elderly woman can, wobbling and shaking. "Sir, that don't belong to you." It does now. You tell the old lady to crawl her crotchety ass into a hole and die there. The dead man's sword is put in with your inventory and the war pigs get back on the road. Upset, the peasants cry out that word of what you've done would travel the winds like the shitting farts of 1,000 cows. You simply laugh and appreciate their imaginativeness. That's how the world works. Like, I don't like taking the reputation hit, but the fact of the matter is now, someone like Jellybelly, who's going to be a sword raider, when he hits level 7, I can take quick hands and he can start using that greatsword. Everyone else are replacements. So basically, Jellybelly, that's your sword, which you'll be able to use in another 1,400 hit points. Yeah, really put that bitch in her place. Let's take a look at the fatigue here. Can anyone on the front line justify using this extra heavy decayed heater? 93, yeah, there you go. Jellybelly. Let's do some exploring while we're out here. The one thing I will say that sucks about the southern cities is that there doesn't seem to be very good trading opportunities. What's that? Please be a nice big group of Nachtseers. I love that event. That's basically 3,000 gold worth of weaponry just given to us. And I mean, you need a bit of luck like that. Trying to get the 3,000 gold together is not easy. Hello, hello. Stirring Crypt. And Forgotten Hut. We'll do that once we get some patrol missions. And I do need to do a job and get some more money coming in. Hakon the Fletcher, welcome aboard. And Alfred the Hunter, sweet. Arrowmaker, Jost, Torsten, or Hakon. I reckon we take Torsten or Jost because they come with hunting bows. What do you reckon, boys? Jost or Torsten? I think we take a punt on Torsten, because Torsten is a bald person. Bald people are amazing. Torsten, welcome. You are not amazing. Oh my god. Fuck's sake. Look at these shit stats. Ugh. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll take his hunting bow and probably fire him, and we'll hire the other arrow maker and hope that he comes with better stats. Because we do need a bowyer, absolutely. Like, I mean, I could make him a melee bowyer, but he'd be just another replacement, and we've got replacements coming out of our ass here. We've got Fredo, Landarian, Griff, Stardor. They are usually just random guys, but the thing is, it's statistically more likely that the best archers are going to be your hunters, your witch hunters, because they have higher range value to begin with. Look at this 57 fucking aim, good god. There's some salty aim. I think we just fire him straight up, and we'll hire the other one who's 430, and hopefully he has better range skills. I don't want to go any lower now. We need to get some more money in. I see, much better. Still not great, but 45 and a star, and he's got stars in fatigue and a death wish, so that's awesome. Okay, Hakon, welcome. I'm happy to keep him as an archer. Josh Grimm. Josh Grimm the archer. Now we are a little bit short on armor for him. Yeah, because I mean, I think range skill rolls between 2 and 3 every level, whereas melee rolls between 1 and 3 without stars. I need a helmet for Josh Grimm though. Also, who's carrying nets here on the back line? Only Martin and Albanoku, excuse me. A farmer with 3 stars in melee fatigue. Wow, man, that's amazing. Well, actually, unbelievably, in one of my earliest playthroughs, it was the Cripples, Bastards, and Broken Things playthrough. I had a beggar who had 3 stars in melee skill, but like it doesn't really matter because he's got so little hit points he wouldn't survive. As soon as you just, you know, he gets in a strong wind, he would fall over. Okay, so I think we've got. I think I should probably replace Bastard Face. He's not good, but. You know what? Fuck it. He's fine. 57 at 2. Yeah, okay. We've got all the archers we need now. We've got banner boys and sergeants. We've even got 3 pikemen in reserve. The fact that everyone up front, there's only one raider who's going to be a late game person. The rest are all replacements. That's actually good because I can keep hiring cheap guys like brawlers and stuff like that to try to find people to take over their roles. Okay, so 3 to 4 points per level. So at level 11, let's call it. He'll get plus 35, so he'll have 80 range skill at level 11 on average, and that's very much doable. And this playthrough, my archers are going to have this sort of setup, but they're going to have fast adaptation as well. Sweet. Okay, we need some money coming in, unless I can find a brawler or a wild man. So also, this is what's quite encouraging. Look at this. We've got 2 guys who can use crossbows, the sergeant and the banner boy, and 3 hunting bows once I get a hunting bow here. Like when fighting orcs, our backline are going to devastate the orcs. I want to replace them eventually, but I'm not going to make it a priority. Well, the thing is, think of it this way: the bowyer most likely escort caravan. I'm happy to do a caravan escort. We are quite strong now. Actually, we can start taking caravan escort missions because I feel like we're strong enough to take on pretty much anything. He said before his team got horribly slaughtered. You know, within reason, unless we get unlucky and run into like a huge contingent of goblins or something. And so my banner boy eventually is going to have... He's got quick hands. He's going to need bags and belts. Because he'll start with a crossbow, but go to his battle standard. And he'll have like a shield and maybe a dagger. And then eventually he'll have rotation as well. So if someone in front is in trouble, he can rotate them out and quick hands to his shield. I'm really trying to change my mental approach to sergeants and banner boys. I need to think of them as dedicated support classes. If it means they do less damage, less often... That sucks, but it's not, you know, I think it's fine. Fredo. Oh, ye of little faith. So now it's just about money and getting heavy armor. So there's a couple of approaches we can take to that. Oh my god. Okay, that's going to be a really tough one. Like clockwork, they just start showing up. The enemy marksman. This is gonna suck, and we've got a few low-level guys in the back lines. Ugh. Got a few caravan hands, so let's see. Some thugs, that helps. Okay, it's 1 or 2 marksmen, it's not so bad. And we just also have to hope that the marksmen will target the caravan hands, which they're not doing. Ooh! Hello, two-handed sword. Oh, did he at level 3? Okay, awesome. Which reminds me, in that case then, I need to get my hands on some of that fancy wood as soon as I can. Honestly, I think normally in this situation I would move forward and then shoot back, but let's actually wait, because these crossbowmen can't hit us from there. Let's make them move forward. Terrible shooting, boys. Oh, Ooh, that's more like it, bastard face. Yeah, it's a pity. It would be a shame if Fredo were to take his flail and pop his head open like a ripe melon. Wouldn't that just be awful? Get him, Ribbon. Headshot, kill. Ooh, injured shoulder. Hold the line, boys. If these crossbowmen move forward now, fine, they'll get a shot off, but on the next turn, all my archers are going to focus them. Ooh! So scary. Why didn't he shoot? Most likely they're gonna target my backline, just like that. Or specifically, they're gonna target Josh, because he's only level 1. He's got the lowest range defense. Here comes the marksman. I can't watch, it's too scary. Let's just hope he misses or hits. Oh, God. Ooh. Nice shot, Raban. Only 37% and he nailed it. Oh, shooting. Oh, damn it, Martin. You really are the worst. And that's the beauty of a quick-handed sergeant. Crossbow shot off and then go to your pike. 52, 57, 38. Nice, good hit. Flails are amazing. Well, for now at least, they still are amazing. Woohoo! Good shooting. Oh, bastard face! Welcome to the company. You motherfucker. Let's just bear in mind though that all of this ranged ammo we're shooting is going to drive our costs up. Although, is it really? Because you're actually saving money by taking less damage because you're killing everything with ranged weapons. I mean, honestly, if that bowyer can just make us a legendary bow, I'll probably just replace him as soon as I can after that. Because really, the legendary bow that they craft is... It's the only reason you'd hire one of those guys. They very often they're not great archers. Yes, indeed, Vanderjol, which is another reason why using throwing weapons is not, I don't think, a particularly viable tactic. Albinoku, you don't have quick hands yet, do you? But still, go to your pike. The battle is pretty much won. I don't see any reason why we should just be throwing away arrows now. Oh, look at that! Almost one-shot him. Star door, big stun. Nice. Ow, you piece of shit. Ah. He got two masterwork bows. Okay, wow. Well, he's a lucky boy then. It sounds like the kind of thing they would patch out, because that's awfully strong, don't you think? Save your ammo, Josh Grimm. Yeah, it must have been patched out. It's like they would be way too strong. Cut leg muscles, that sucks. Melee defense. Oh my god, Stardor. 75% chance and you missed them both. Well, it could make sense if you hire multiple bowyers, but then, you know, why wouldn't you just, you know, hire as many bowyers as you have ranged guys? But yeah, multiple masterwork bows is so broken because they're so powerful. I think we can take it as confirmed that it was patched out. I mean, there's no way they wouldn't have patched that out. I think it speaks volumes for how much more powerful we've become. This is 14 of these bloody enemies we've fought here. We've pretty much kicked their asses. I mean, Elandarion took some hits, and Stardor could get stabbed here, but... Dodge. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't... guys, I'm like 99% sure that you can only get the event once. It might be on the wiki. Confirmation. These two daggers are nice. And the basic mail's great. And the warbrand is great. Elandarion, the replacement. Oh, the +1. You're fucking killing me with the +1, dude. Oh well. Backstabber. I think he's earned some time off. So we'll go with 6 and 6. And then one of these backline dudes can get a go. I really want to get Rayleigh his first kill. He still hasn't gotten a kill yet. Oh, I've actually got enough armor here. Bam. Like that. And... bam. Ooh, guys, please remind me, the next wooden stick we get, I should hang on to. I need to give Stardor a wooden stick so he can stun someone without wrecking their armor. It's just, I look over at chat and I see grapefruiting makes good people. I guess fucking fruits is good. Honestly, I have the best chat on the internet. Quick hands. Sergeant. Ooh, +5, very nice. +4 on range skill. This is still a problem though, this range defense. So clearly I'm not going to be able to give him lots of range defense to make anticipation work, so I'm going to have to take dodge, but... or just give him super heavy armor, hope he survives that way. Level up on Bastard Face, +3, very nice. No one linked to grapefruiting yet, don't, please don't. How are we for armor here, boys? Not great, but... we'll just keep it a lookout to see what attacks us on the way there. More brigands. A brigand leader? See, now I want to fight that, but now I'm stuck in a bloody trading caravan. Quickly, quickly, quickly! Hot on that trail. Move your ass, trading caravan. Go. Oh, that's them. Go, 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 go. Quickly, run into town. Have a drink. Yay! Give us a patrol mission, please. Greenskins. Let's talk crowns. 1720. Pay us more. I accept. But give me some time to think. I need to go chase down these guys. No! Oh, damn it. First Lanzenberg Company. Wiped them out. Fuck's sakes. Okay, so now this type of mission here. A 2-skull kill marauding greenskins. Is actually quite doable. For a number of reasons. It's greenskins, so we can give everybody on the front line, give them spears, and the back line just pounds them with ranged weapons. And because it's marauding greenskins, you can pull them into the road where you get reinforcements to help you kill them. And that is most likely what we're going to do. It's a shield situation. I don't need a shield on any of my backline actually. Ooh, didn't Jellybelly get level 6 and got quick hands? Almost. Well, when it's level 7 he can start using this great sword. Unfortunately, everybody else in the front line are replacements, so there's no one else who can really use the Warbrand. I don't suppose there was a temple in here, was there? Just keeping my eyes open for decent recruits. Okay, this is a huge risk for us, but these are the kind of missions we need to do. I mean, this pays 1850. This is how I got to my 10,000 gold. Sweet. We found a wagon with free tools. Awesome. So on my offline campaign, the way that I got to 10,000 gold, surprisingly, like within a month, was by doing missions like this. Normally, I would say 2 skulls, green skins, it's too scary. Oh, shit. Whoopsie. Okay, we're gonna have to run here. And we need to pull them into some military guys on the road to help us. I will do. So I was expecting for a 2-skull greenskin mission on at this point in time. I was expecting like 2 orc warriors, but this is half orc warriors. This is fucking scary. Let's get out of here, boys. Yeah, we're not going to fight them. I mean, I wasn't intending to fight them now. Once it is time to fight them and we have like one of the army groups to help us, 2 of our more accurate guys, so someone like Stardoor and someone else will use those hammers. And it's down to the hammers to hit these warriors. Just getting a bit close for comfort. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. So he can't hit you then if you're there. The thing is, I don't want to be fighting these guys until my backline all have fancy feet, because without it, these warriors just push through your lines, and then you've got marksmen in melee contact, which is a disaster. Run away! Like, you know, I don't like the fact that I need to go get back up from the army. But I don't think it's cheesing if you consider how difficult it is on expert. They are getting awfully close to Stardor. Cheese it, lads. Run away bravely. Okay, it's 11:30. I've got half an hour left. Oh no, not half our guys. This is squad wipe territory. 5 orc warriors. And most of our guys just use flails. No, this is squad wipe territory. You dagger them, yeah, that's a good option, but I don't have accurate enough guys. You need to have very accurate guys to be able to dagger past their shields. Because you can't break the shields, that's for sure. But you're alright though, daggers can be great solutions for them. But they do have a lot of hit points, but if you have something like, if you have roundels especially, you can really wreck them. So sometimes you get lucky and the warriors don't have helmets. Then you just flail them. Oh yeah, it's super annoying. The old stunning scream. Hate that shit. But I do find that, especially against the little orcs, spear walls are your friend. I mean, we can take on a fair old group of orcs, but this is way too much for us. Like, I would be quite happy to take on a group of like 15 orc young, because the front line will just maintain the spear wall, and the back line will just absolutely pound them with ranged weapons. And also, look, I've only got one of these two-handed axes. If you have 2 or 3 of these two-handed axes, they do make pretty short work of the warriors. That's also a very good point. Yeah, you run out of... It costs 15 stamina per stab. And they have like how many hundreds of hit points? Okay, boys, run away bravely. So we've got to pull them. We know there's a group, there's an army man group here in Lanzenberg. It's going to take forever to get them to help us, but I think it's worth it. We'll lead these orcs in a merry old chase. Get them good and tied before we fight them. Ooh, that was too close. Peasants, run! Run! Lanzenberg army. Oh, really? Great, great. Perfect. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ugh. I'm gonna run away again. Well, I don't know how long this is going to take now to find a patrolling group of army guys on the road to help us. Or I'm wondering if we're not actually going to be able to find guys on the road, because I mean, in the description of the mission it says, "My men are unavailable; they're busy elsewhere." Ed, 80 hertz. No, I'm not going to fight to the last man. I've got like 2 months worth of, well, 60 days worth of play. It's a fight we could win, but we're going to get devastated, especially our backlines. I'm beginning to think it might be programmed that there aren't any armies on the road. If that's the case, I'll just turn the mission down, because this is too much for us. We'll head back down to the south, where we are more popular, and we'll get better rates for the missions. Yes, the damage does carry over. Well, no, kills carry over, but not damage. So if I kill one at a time, what I could do is I could put my backline in the retreat zone and my front line there, and just see if we can't kill 1 or 2 and then retreat. But then if we do that, that is fully cheesing. I'm not going to do that. If only these warriors didn't have helmets, then it wouldn't be so scary. But look, we just have basic mail. This will go so badly for us. Well, we just stick to the roads. We should get some reinforcements at some point. Even if we just get like a supply caravan with some bull men and some footmen, that can help. I hate having to do this, but it feels like you do actually need to do this though. Like, I mean, I strongly feel that standing and fighting now would not be the right thing to do. And look at all these cleavers. These cleavers are horrifying. They one-shot your basic mail and they give you like 10 or 20 bleeding per turn. It's fucking terrifying. We'll keep having them follow us for like another half a day, but if we can't find a group of military to help us, we're gonna have to give this mission up. I can say that again, they certainly do chop you to pieces. I used to take Colossus, but I've kind of moved away from taking Colossus. I still like it as a skill, but I've started taking Holdout instead. And I try to just level up the hit points in the normal leveling up. But then that means I'm compromising on melee defense. Well, for me too, my standard bearer only has like 50 accuracy. But honestly, like, I mean, I'm happy to leave him with 50 melee accuracy. I'm upgrading his ranged accuracy. Yeah, I agree. If we fight this, we're going to get wiped. It's going to not be good for us. Come on, Orc Marauders. Let's go find some military boys. So, Hellistead might have... I mean, that's a wooden watchtower with a small garrison. Oh, here we go. First Norway company. I'll bet these Orc warriors are going to run away now when they see the first Norway company. Oh, what? Oh, they're not close enough. Come on! Oh no, they are close enough. Good. You can take them to ruins. That's actually a good option as well. But this is obviously the best option. we get by with a little help from our friends. And if some of these fine gentlemen were to, you know, through no fault of our own, take a crossbow bolt to the back of the head, then, you know, that would be very unfortunate. Charge. Are you fucking high or something, dude? We're not going to charge. Look at him. He's got a missing ear. How cool is that? Army guys, I mean, yeah. We're not charging. Don't forget, we're running a business here. Listen, they're professional soldiers. They're getting paid to do this shit. I used to attack a noble army, then run to epic army of dead camp. That's pretty clever. I actually like that. Hold position, men. Let the footmen get in front. No, but I mean, those soldiers, they get a salary. Sir Lambert. Greetings, Sir Lambert. I wonder if this is the way that Hans is able to get so much money so quickly. He just takes all the 3 skull missions and then runs the enemies into reinforcements on the road. Like, in terms of like cheesing or tactics, I don't have any issue with this. I think this is totally legit. One thing to consider though is that obviously the dogs die quickly, and then that makes them confident, which makes them more accurate, which makes them way more dangerous. So this is by no means a walkover, and a lot of these footmen actually don't have great armor. No, let's focus on killing these orcs. Good hit, Martin the Worst. I would think so, yes. The warriors are going to destroy the footmen. But Sir Lambert, I think, is going to do work. And in the time it takes to chop up all these footmen, the bullmen should do some damage. And my back line is going to be doing exactly this. Ooh, that guy's going to do work. I hate that they open up with dogs. Mostly because the dogs get slaughtered. And because it makes the enemies confident. I like that the sergeant, he gives no fucks. No helmet, no shield, right up front. They knew what they signed up for. Brave boys. As long as we get paid, I'm happy. Let's sneak in here for some cheeky punches. Get as many kills as we can for the XP. Look at that. That is so little damage. But I'm pretty sure they have Battle Forged. Oh, doggo, no! Get him, lads, get him! I doubt that we'd get army loot, but I mean, as long as I get paid, you know, for actually doing it, it's what, 1800 gold? Yes, Raban. You're throwing your orc toothpicks at me. And now you can't what? Like I said, as long as I get I'm getting paid the full price for doing this. If I don't get paid for doing this, then I suppose maybe that's fair enough, but I'd have to rethink my tactics then. Also, you got to be a touch careful because the arbalesters will sometimes shoot at enemies in a way that endangers you. A brave, brave man, that sergeant. Good, as long as I get paid in full, that's what I'm saying. Good hit, Jelly Belly. I'm gonna not ignore, but avoid the warriors and try to kill the little orc young, my guys. Just bear in mind, any of these orc warriors can one-shot my guys as armor. Oh, sweet. Okay, that's good to know. But I wouldn't do that though, like not take part in the fight at all. Well, I mean, so far, the sergeant seems to have gigantic balls and doesn't really seem to care. He probably does have a death wish. Well struck, Sir Lambert. Get him, boys. We are doing some damage. Six left, so yeah, it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that looks painful. Just think that would have been us. Shot. Don't kill those orc young, those are my targets. God, these orc warriors are so tough, it's unbelievable. Okay, so this is interesting to remember then, like just in principle, any kill marauding greenskins mission is actually quite doable if you do use this tactic. Unlucky, really. He's got Overwhelm, excellent. But I would think if you're going to take Overwhelm on anyone, it should be a Dagger Master, which you can overwhelm 3 times in a turn. That could be a tactic. So you take Overwhelm on a Dagger Master, and then even if you're not using the stab ability, you can still be reducing the target by 30... the target's accuracy by 30%. How the hell are the sergeants surviving? By the size of their balls. And nothing else, I think. It's super impressive. This guy's even reposting an orc warrior. Okay, not for long. Down he goes. Actually, no, Stardor, don't go in there. That would be death for you. But you need duelists for the damage. Yeah. But for me, what I use Dagger Specialists for is early to mid game and mid to early-ish late game. I use them for daggering down bandit leaders. I mean, eventually, once I have my full build, it's 7 guys up front, all of them using 2-handed weapons. In my experience, the 2-handed weapons are just so freaking powerful. I've had that happen before, where I've had a Dagger Master and I wished he was a two-handed weapon user. Especially if you happen to have the undead late game crisis, where you're dealing with those horrible ancient dead. Oh. That's actually a good point. Most of the time they go before you. That's also quite useful if you put Overwhelm on an archer who's going the light armor route. But then archers do get tired very quickly. This fight was no joke, man. We lost 4 of our allies. But these soldiers seem to know what they're doing. Yeah, boy. What a difference it's made. When we started streaming earlier this afternoon, we had 2 little short bows. Now we got hunter's bows, tier 2 crossbows. We're getting there. Progress being made. That sergeant has got such big ball. Oh shit! Well, Martin has fancy feet, so he can get away from that. Yeah, he's fleeing. Good. Actually, Jillybelly, don't step in yet. That one's still confident. Down you go, sunshine. Good damage. As long as we're doing some damage. We are helping. Not much, but we are helping. $31 against 2. It's fair. Yes. Second dog, how are you? Are you okay? Call me XX, what the fuck? Fair enough. But yeah, like 12 guys with two-handed weapons can be effective, but I really like having ranged fighters. It's a great name for a porno. What the fuck is happening? Oh right, 12 guys. Oh, that explains it. Sick and Dork is Sicky. There you go. Now I know who this is. It's a mentally challenged person. All right, lads. Let's go get paid. You finished wrecking some scrubs on Dotes. Yeah, I always was the scrub on Dotes. Nice. Almost 2,000 gold. Fuck yeah. In terms of hiring, who are we gonna hire? That's tempting. But no, I reckon we just keep hiring brawlers and wild men. Give a cap to that porno. Okay, good progress made this evening. Let's get some cheese, some beer. I want to get back down south again. I mean, I want to keep improving relations with that house. Winter Hall. Okay, that's it for me for tonight. We've done almost 4 hours. So yeah, the War Pigs are doing really rather well. We just need to get our hands on some armor. But at this rate, if we keep doing missions like this, that shouldn't take us too long. Thanks for watching. I'll do more Battle Brothers on Thursday. Tomorrow night, I'm either going to do some Helldivers if I can get some friends to play Helldivers with me. If not, it'll be Paragon. But maybe I'll wait for the patch to come out on Tuesday before Paragon. I'll see. So yeah, tomorrow night's going to be either Helldivers or maybe I'll just do some Darkest Dungeon and some Theo for the week. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys later.